Yeah, so this is me having a smoke. You understand me for Kevin for Kid Samuels. Um, you dig what I'm saying? I hear a lot of individuals say that that I don't have, I don't have a smoke for his message. You know what I'm saying? But I do now. Cause see, here's the thing that um really I got smoke with. You dig what I'm saying? When I called this show about 6 months ago, individual told me that I asked them, the importance of men ranking themselves and the high value male theory. And it appears as if now he's kind of flip flopped the message. See, I went and checked. I went and did a little research before I came on live, and he said men rank themselves by two things: image and material possessions. Basically, what he's saying is men rank themselves by how much money, by how they look, and by how much money that they make. So my thing is, well, his thing is, well, you can't be judged by others, and others may look at you a certain different way. But I'm like, man, why would a man judge another man or what damn other man has in his pockets? Who cares what that man has? You don't know how he got it. Neither should you care how you have it. You understand what I'm saying? So if you, as a man, I don't sit back and worry about what how he has a McLaren and he has a mansion, but he may participate in activity that I don't condone as a man, and that's how he probably got that. So I want these Kevies. You understand me? These Kevies, and those who are going to defend Kevin Samuels at all costs. Come on up. I mean, you got so much to say in the comment section. Now here's the opportunity, and I got legit smoke. I got legit smoke. I don't got legit smoke against Kevin Samuels. I don't, he just Kevin Samuels the man. I don't have a problem with it, but YouTuber, I got plenty of problems with him. You understand me? What he doing? Well, really, he's a agent of division. You know what I'm saying? Just like Dr. Umar Johnson said. Because if you notice, he got the push. He didn't get a push because he was bashing black women. He was getting a push, but because he's pushing a whole nother agenda. Some that's been in the working for I don't know, at least for some years. Way before I was born, way before he was born. So I want the guys. I mean, the link is in the description. Let me make sure I'm um I'm going. Yeah, the link is in the description. So again, I mean, I wonder where these guys at. You know what I'm talking about? You telling a woman that she don't qualify for her earner, but then you turn around and say women should be hypergamous. Which one is it? You know what I'm saying? If women should be uh, hypergamous, like you said, and men should lead with their wallets, like you said. I need to know what the problem is. What the problem is. You dig what I'm saying? You men, when you say woman rank herself as a woman, you say beauty is all that they have. I'm saying, well, then you turn around and say, well, you need more than beauty. Well, wait a minute. You're talking both out of both sides of your mouth, bro. You're talking out both sides of your mouth. On one end, well, beauty, you know, beauty is currency, and beauty costs. Fine. Now on this other hand, well, you average. You're ranking yourself. Man, you should rank yourself. Well, wait a minute, bro. Who gonna call themselves ugly? And if they have multiple men who, especially men with money, because according to you, that's how a man rank himself by how he look and how much money that it has. If she has multiple of those and she's laid down and had sex with multiple of those, then she's on that level. According to you, we're gonna do MMA mathematics. So I need to find out where you guys at, man. You know what I'm talking about? Where these where you Kevin's at? Let me see. Can I go live one? Yeah, I'm live right now. What's happening? Anyway, yeah. So I want to know where y'all at, man. Where you guys at? Who offend him and say he needs to be protected? Who offend? You know what I'm saying? Like his life was in danger or something. No, his life's not in danger. I'm not gonna do no harm to the man. I just got smoke for his message. Now, if I was a female, then yeah, I have about 4 million dudes ready to jump on his hip. But since I'm by myself as a man, y'all don't want to do nothing. So, you know what I mean? If you want to jump on, the link is in the chat. You understand me? The link is in the chat. I'm waiting on somebody. I'm waiting on somebody to show up. But if not, I'm gonna keep on giving this game. So, in the video, men sleep with their wallet. He said every man sleep with his wallet because a man is judged by his wallet. Is how we keep score. He said money is a measure. My point is this: why are you so worried about another man's validation of you? He don't know your walk. He don't know. He don't know your goals or purpose or anything like that. Only thing he may know, well, this guy's I live in a house. He lives in an apartment. Who knows what this man's dream, goals, and ambitions is? Who knows how he got there? And to a degree, who cares how he got there? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. That's why I got so much smoke for the message. I'm waiting on somebody bold enough to step on up. The world don't really care about. The world don't really care about you like that. All that proverbial, all the proverbial, they don't want me to shine. They hating. They ain't studying you. You know what I'm saying? They ain't studying you. So why would you spend your life worried about what somebody who ain't studying you think about you? I told y'all Kevin Samuels really won't white black men to be white men. That's why he put the white beauty standards on black women. So I want this smoke, man. I want the smoke for real. You understand me? I want the smoke for real. You dig? I want somebody to come and really, you know what I mean? I'll go ahead. I don't say K for Kevin, because that's fruit snack his ass is. But Yeah, I want that smoke, man. I ain't gonna run like Kevin did. I ain't gonna you understand me? I ain't gonna um duck and hide and run now. I want that smoke, man. For those, cause if there was a regular video, I have 4 million dudes. You go Ace. Let's bring Ace on up. What's up with it, Ace?
How you doing today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Oh, very well, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm here trying to get these clowns this work. I'm trying to get these clowns this work,
Mm-hmm.
and then none of these clowns showing up. You know what I'm saying? They got so much to say to me on the other four platform, but I give the chance to come holler every man to man. I don't want to do nothing.
Don't nobody want to say nothing. Don't nobody want no smoke.
I guess not. You dig what I'm saying? I am kind of villainous, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shit. So what's up with you tonight?
Nothing much. I'm just listening in.
Okay, yo, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Yeah. Do you now? Do you have any thoughts? Because ain't nobody showing up. So I mean, I guess you can just chop it up. You have any thoughts?
Um, I briefly heard what the topic was, so tell me what the topic is again.
Oh man, the topic is I got smoke for Kevin Samuels,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I mean. I think that his message is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I think his he leading women, especially black women, in the wrong direction. You dig what I'm saying?
I do. I understand what you're saying, but I don't really know much about dude.
Yeah,
I do
yeah. I
know.
mean, he I guess a he's a zesty fellow, and I don't call him zesty. I don't think bro. I think he a feminine. I think he hella feminine, but
I don't call him Zest. I don't think, bro. I don't think, bro.
I think I think that he just lead. I just think he leading black women in a bad direction. I think. You know what I'm saying? And his message is kind of flip floppy. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell a woman that tell a woman what I mean, be look for the dude with the most money, dude with the biggest car or something like that, and then he'll turn around and say um then he'll turn around and say some old silly ass shit like, you know what I mean? You looking over the regular dude. I'm gonna bring who is it? Black Wolverine 89. I'm gonna bring him up right now.
Mm-hmm. So let me get this straight. He tells you to tells women that they should look for the man that has the
Look for the
nice cars and
right.
shit like that, but then tell the women that they overlook the regular dude,
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like this.
contradicting contradictory statement pretty much.
Right, right, right,
Hmm. That's
right,
crazy because well, first off, me personally, I wouldn't look for you know, nice cars and all that anyway, because that material shit, it comes and goes.
right,
Women can get that shit on their own. They don't need that from a man.
right, right. And that's a problem too because it now it's like this. And Black Wolverine 89, I'm gonna bring you. A matter of fact, you want to say something right now before I get started?
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Um, my whole thing is this. Don't have videos saying men sleep with their wallets. This how men keep score. Um, is looks and money. And the moment a woman, because of how women keep score is by beauty. And so my whole thing is, well, a man judge another man's pockets, that's kind of feminine to me. And so, but women don't judge each other's beauty, I don't think. You know, I think women leave that up to the men. And so,
Very true.
so what now?
I said that's very true.
So if it's like that, then as a man, I'm not worried about what another man does or how much another man makes. That's fruity. Okay. That's like because I don't know how he got there. I don't know what he's doing to maintain it. You know what I'm saying? So because he came up with this thing of high value male and stuff like that, and really what it is it's a virtual signal to women, as if there's this unicorn of man that only he knows in a place in the land by him in Atlanta that's rich, got guys, got a moving shaker, and they're single. So I'm like, bro, you selling them? I'm like, as individuals know, I live in Memphis, Tennessee. If he know all those people, I got some beachfront property to sell in Memphis. It's on the beach in Memphis, Tennessee.
You stupid.
If he the only one, and they're faithful. So
Right.
not only do I got the beachfront, you know what I'm saying? I got yachts to sell them too. On the beach in Memphis. So that's my point. But we want to say something?
Yep. I got a couple things to say about this.
What's up?
I've been watching Kevin on and off for maybe a year. And I'll watch him maybe once or twice during in a year. Maybe more than that, maybe 4 times during this year. And I've noticed that. You ever notice that Kevin, he comes off like he's very angry, like he's very he makes good points towards the women, but then he comes off like he's bitter.
He is. Here's the thing. Since everything, and I told individuals about this a long time ago. You know what I mean? He blew up quick, and then once you make yourself seem too perfect, then all this stuff start coming out about you. Then we start putting pieces together about who he is and what he is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's bitter because his wife divorced him because it seemed like as if because he was only making $900 a month at the age of 34.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say in 2005, right?
Right. Now, when I was that age, I was out. Now, I worked about 15 jobs at the same time, but I made way more. I made way more than that. And so all this stuff he's talking about, you find out he's a phony.
I mean, he is a phony. He made it. It's like he faked it till he made it. And he just now made it at his older age.
Right. And so he's upset. He's upset because now he want to tell the women, strangers, where he didn't have the courage enough to tell his wife.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
And so what my thing is, my whole thing with him, especially with the man ranking themselves and women ranking themselves and the high value male thing, which he didn't want to discuss. My thing is, bro, you really causing division, bro. Right. All this stuff he talks about, dress size and weight and things like that. That's white women.
That's what I'm talking about. And I watched, like, I've been kind of binge watching your videos because I've watched you before, like a while ago. But lately I've been going through these videos And I'm like, all this stuff is true. I mean, when have you heard any Negro really talk about some woman's dress size, man? Like ever?
No,
Like
nobody. Go ahead.
you never heard no man talk about ask some woman what her dress size was, man. Because we already know that men just care about how a woman looks in her clothing. Ain't
Right.
nobody worried about all that other stuff.
Right. Dress size? Man, bro. Ooh, man, what
So
a man. I don't know dress sizes. And I've been around forever. I couldn't tell you. I know what a zero look like. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
exactly.
That's far as the ones, the 10s, the 16s, I don't know none of that. All I know is when I see it, do it look good.
That's what I'm talking about. That's it.
That's
That's
the
all
only
it is.
that's the only thing and that's really and this may be just a Memphis thing. Dudes, I know that's all we care about. See, white boys worry about that dress size and how I look. Are you a size 2 or 3 or 6? Are you 5? No, you can, man. Listen, I know some chicks who weigh 240, but their 240 is worn very, very well.
That's what I'm talking about. But then they will say that is being a simp. And I want to say this. This is the main reason I got on this thing. It's on your live stream.
Okay.
It's funny. I'm gonna say two things. One, you ever notice how these guys are always worried about what kind of woman some other guy is with? There's
Mhm.
something strange about that. I always thought this was strange. You worried about what kind of woman this guy is with? Like,
And I'm gonna break that down to you right quick.
go, go ahead.
And I can explain this from my own personal experience.
Okay.
I had a partner of mine, good partner of mine. He had a girlfriend. I didn't. So, I felt like every time he had sex with the chick, I was having sex with the chick. I was living my life vicariously through him because of my insecurities.
That's all that is.
So when I tell and I don't know if you've seen the tricking in the simping video.
Yeah, I saw it.
See, they worried about they talk about Russell Wilson being a simp.
Right.
But Russell Wilson living his life. He happy.
Yep.
He got with a single mother. He started his life with a single mother. You know what I'm saying? That's the equivalent of back in the day. I remember seeing people in college. It'll be the chick who got a bad body, a good body, hips, booty, and everything else. They don't want to go talk to her because they said, as soon as she start having kids, she don't get fat.
I heard
what the fuck they got? What the fuck they got to do with today?
That's what I'm talking about.
That ain't got nothing to do with right now. Either you want to approach her or you ain't gonna talk to her because when she start having babies, she gonna get fat, bro. Unless you plan on getting her pregnant, bro, that ain't even your concern.
Guys are liars, man. These guys are liars. They're worried about that because of what somebody else think. That's what they really worried about.
They're worried about it because they're insecure. Think about it. Think about the Kevin Samuels audience. If you objectively think about it,
mm-hmm.
Kevin Samuels audience. The reason why he gets so much money is because he sells hate porn.
Right. Agreed.
Do you know how addictive porn is?
Extremely.
And so it's the hate porn is that these men who don't have a mouthpiece, who really scared to say, I don't like this and I don't like that, really scared to be rejected by women. Here come Kevin, who I guess ain't worried about a woman like that. He can say these things because he's not scared of being rejected by women. Most guys are.
True.
And so they living their lives vicariously through Kevin.
Right.
That's why they pay him. So that's why he get out of super chats. It's because you have so many men that are cowards who are scared to say, I don't date fat women. I don't date short women. I don't date tall women. I don't date women with big booties. I don't date women with big titties. I don't date dark skinned women. I don't date high yellow women. They don't say that. And then and then once Kevin saw standing up, ooh, that's right.
Yeah.
His message is to women, you should tailor your expectations, but then you turn around and just say it that when men sleep with their wallets. So which one is it?
Yeah. Did you see that video where he was talking to the single mother, the young girl? I think she was 25. She was dating this guy that was 33. He had
Uh-huh.
2 kids, and he had a t-shirt business.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling her that she deserved better and all this. Just a complete hypocrite, because all the other women he tells them that they should so-called settle for a man that makes less than them, because that's what they qualify for. Isn't that what he always says?
And you know how I feel about qualification and stuff like that.
Right. I'm just saying, isn't that what he
Yeah.
always says?
He said that because he wanted to appeal to his audience.
Exactly.
He want to say, you know what I mean? They say no single mothers. Well, because I keep and again, and I tell this, people don't believe when I say this, is that Kevin listens to me. I don't know if you know this, but Kevin, if anything with Kevin Samuel's name on it, he gonna listen.
Yeah, no, I know he listened to you. He listened to, I don't know if you ever watch Black Male Advice TV.
No, I ain't heard.
Ringo. Ringo been coming at him for a long time.
Right.
Yeah, I know he watched these channels, the smaller channels that he pretends that are, not worth mentioning.
Right.
I know.
Yeah, because
Wait.
he said he recited me on No Jumper. He said, we said, 'cause I brought up the idea of cost benefit analysis.
Right.
You know what I mean? And benefit minus cost equals value.
Right.
And so I said, yeah, know nothing about that. He went on right on No Jumper and said the same thing.
I remember that.
And so,
I remember that.
I said, I don't mind it because I don't mind it because he gave me a copy, gave me copyright strike and everything like that. But other than that, because I played one of his videos, he wasn't speaking over. I was just talking over the motion. He won't put a copyright strike on it. But then you come down and get my content because I only got 120 some subscribers. Use it and say it, and now you're getting super chats off of it and threw me a dime.
See, this is the thing about that. If he's such a high value man, why doesn't he have other people strike the stuff? He's doing it personally. I believe.
You got to know he's not a high value male, but per his definition.
I know. I'm being rhetorical. I'm being sarcastic. I know he's not.
Right, because he said entertainers and athletes are not high value people. Well, Kevin, you're an entertainer.
Exactly.
So you excluded on your own thing. It's like Steve Jobs getting fired from Apple.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I try to, I don't too much watch too much of the other stuff, you know what I mean? Because he gonna talk about the same thing. He gonna go tell women that they ain't qualified and you should go get an average earner and to a degree, you gotta understand those women don't have no man either.
Exactly.
Those women are single.
Well,
I say a drowning man reach for a broom straw.
Right.
And so those women who call Kevin are equivalent to the drowning man reaching for the broom straw.
Right. They are. I mean, I haven't listened to a lot of them. A lot of them, they're just not. They don't have good character, and they they're just as bad as the guys that complain about them. Like you said before, you've alluded to that before. They're pretty much the
Right.
same characters. You know, these people they need a lot of help, and they're always nitpicking every damn thing about somebody instead of looking at themselves. That's what I noticed about these characters that are
Right.
on his show. Not all of them, but a lot of them that Kevin nitpicks.
Hmm. Well, he again, he okay. Ke- oh, how can I put this? Kevin is really out of his wheelhouse. If you look at where he want to be at and where he is. Yes,
Right.
he's successful doing talking bad to black women and talk out giving an honest critique about black women, but he's out his wheelhouse because if you truly listen, he just regurgitating things he's already heard.
That's what I was gonna say.
And
He
so
already,
if
he
he
already
was if he was talking about fashion, if there was another man, a high profile fashion person, and Kevin wanted to debate that man, say, Kevin, I got some of your clients, you don't know how to dress them. I dressed him. Then Kevin's wheelhouse is fashion.
Yeah.
He has an actual fashion certification. And so when DJ Envy said, he got upset when DJ Envy said that he was in front of her man's store trying to get clients. Kevin got an attitude about that.
Oh,
But the fact of the matter is, through some further investigation, that's true. He was in front of the Herman store. How do I know I'm from Memphis 10, but I got my tentacles goes all over the country. And so don't get upset because you were selling tapes out the trunk.
that's what it goes back to what I was saying earlier and what you have said before, that this guy faked it until he so-called made it.
Yeah, and the thing is, once he made it, because again, I figure his fans are like, race fans. If you
Right.
ever been to if you ever seen, I never been to a like a 500-mile race, but I've seen some highlights on television. People
Mhm.
don't go to the race for the race. You're just driving around the track. People go to the race for the wrecks.
That's true. I've been to
So,
one in Las Vegas,
and
and you're
so,
right. You're right about that.
and so they're going for the wrecks. And
Right.
so, that's why he gets so many callers, is because of the wrecks.
Right.
Now, in my humble opinion, I've heard this on the other platforms before. Kevin Samuels he got an expiration date too.
Yep.
He got an expiration date, then it's gonna be somebody else, then it's gonna be somebody else, and then it's gonna be somebody else. Because he's not because black men and women behind him, they're not getting together. See, that's one of the biggest, you're not pushing togetherness. There's and the guys who spend their time listening to him, I would ask any of those guys, what are you doing to prepare for a woman? Are you getting your body together? Are you getting your game together? Did you forgive your father? Did you forgive your mother? If you done none of those things, then you understand me. You ain't really better for a woman. And also, if black women today said, you know what, we saw the light, hallelujah, praise Jesus, and Mary's baby's daddy, we gonna submit, we gonna be cooperative, we gonna be beautiful, feminine, inspirational.
Would they be ready for it?
They're not. They will
I
find a
agree.
way with their current mentality. They'll find a way to self-sabotage, and things will be back the way they were.
That's what I meant when I was saying that they're nitpicking things, because you're just trying to run from the responsibility of what you're actually called to do. That's all these guys are doing, man.
And what they're called to do. And if you binge watch the videos, then you know when I had the thing about the sit-ins, how stupid that was.
You said Obsidian?
No, about the sit-ins.
Oh, sit-ins. Oh, yeah. They
Yeah,
won't address that.
yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about this. I remember Edward Elderson saying, you want to address the white man, but you can't even check your woman. But sir, this footage this footage is all over the country.
Yep.
About black men. This
Yep.
is you let somebody hit you in the face with a milkshake just to
And
eat the
they
white on
fight
the
back.
and just to
And
eat the
they
white
fight
on the
back.
pies.
Yeah. Looking for the validation. And they still looking for the validation.
And that's what, and you know what? That's the competition that a lot of black men, a lot of black women are doing. They are in competition for the attention of
The white
Zaddy.
daddy.
That's you got the first child, you got the first child and the middle child and the baby. And black men and women are the middle child.
Yep.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. And the black woman gonna keep their attention because obviously, like my mother, she cleaned up white folks' houses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and my grandmother, but my great grandmother's probably supple some white babies, and so there's a innate respect. Because if you notice in that video, the black woman wasn't even touched.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
The black woman, the white dude got the brace beat off of him. The black dude got the brace beat off him. But the white, I'm just saying what happened. But the black woman wasn't touched because that's the woman that's a nanny.
Yeah.
She's a nanny. Yeah, she puts me to bed. She is covered. And the thing, and the problem is that's why I really want to smoke this evening because they wonder why black women don't smile and black women walk around with their doggone because black women walk around disappointed.
Yeah. I was just talking to my wife about this. I said, this, because we talk about this stuff sometimes. And I was saying, I don't understand why these guys are worried about a woman smiling and all this stuff. You just have too much time on your hands, it seems.
And is okay. How can I put this? The smiling thing, it depends on the upbringing of the woman.
Exactly.
And what she's went through, or what she's went through so far. Because when I go to a Walmart or I go places and I walk around my dog on all the time. And they be women that be like, hey, smile, smile, whoop, whoop, smile. I mean, it's gonna be all right, saying the same thing to me that guys will say to women.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So the smiling thing, it's like they already know you want to holler. And they don't want to be bothered like that.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is this: if you have so much of a problem with black women and how they carry themselves, why don't you just ignore them?
Right. They only say, why you not smiling? Because they trying to holler at you. They're trying to get your number, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's their icebreaker. But this shit is annoying as fuck.
Well, I could understand how it would be annoying because you don't even know the person, and you just coming at me. You coming at the person, guns blazing. Yeah, it's understandable. But then the devil's advocate is to these guys is, well, if she's attracted to you, then it doesn't matter.
There's much, and you talking, and guys, how can I put this? That's why that's why I tell guys you gotta chill with that red pill stuff,
Yeah.
because that red pill stuff, they let me know you don't have no game.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
you ain't got no, you talk about tricking, and then you talking about buying sex is tricking, but you ain't a pimp.
That's I remember that in the video when you said that.
You ain't a pimp. And so when a woman, when you say something and it's bad that it's like this, but and black and a lot of women, you know what I mean? A lot of women have had a lifetime being sexually objectified.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They have a because a lot of guys hold doors, just look at a woman's ass.
Yep.
A lot of guys smile and want to get in last just to holler and talk to them. You know what I mean? So if you come with anything complimentary, if they been getting it their whole life, if they got that 1,000 times, the 1,001 time they're gonna shut it down.
Yeah, it's watered down.
You know what I'm saying? 1,001 time, if they got it from 1,000 dudes, and all 1,000 dudes want to holler.
Yep.
You just 1,001. You the exception. The rule is to her, if you say anything complimentary that you want to holler.
Right.
And so I go throughout my day because I obviously I got a little game, not much game. Yeah, it's a little game. I walk around my dog on. I don't, I ain't really too much smiling and teasing and none of that. You know what I mean? I'm not finna I get there early. I'm not finna give my seat for no woman. I'm not finna let a woman skip unless I know her. I don't do all that the gentleman stuff. No, I don't do nothing like that.
No,
I don't do nothing like that. If I open the door for a woman, I open the door for a man.
Me too.
So that way everything is even keel.
Yep.
But now if you want to say something to her, if you want to really just put a smile on a chick's face, you probably need to say something funny.
Right.
You probably need to say something, because I got something to say. I ain't gonna say it on here because that'd be some free game. But I need to start me a Patreon probably, but I ain't got no subscribers now to to get my child on YouTube.
When you get like 1,000, probably, huh?
Yeah. I'm still gonna keep grinding till I get that 1,000. But these guys ain't saying nothing original. No. Hey, beautiful, smile, beautiful, hi, beautiful, this beautiful.
Exactly the same bullshit. The same bullshit.
Yeah, beautiful.
Hey,
smile.
gorgeous. Right.
And these niggas, I can get more times anyway. These niggas need prayer anyway.
I agree.
These niggas need prayer.
I agree.
These niggas in these Facebooks.
And the man, you talk about basically the manosphere.
Yeah, manosphere, really, man. Manosphere need the manosphere need some counseling. They need to, truth be told, like I said in my videos, they need to forgive their fathers.
Right.
Real talk. And the thing is, I know so much about it because I did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I did it. And once I realized my father was just a man, you know what I'm saying? Just a man, not superhero. He's just a man, just like me.
That's true.
And so once he realized, because I, me and his, him and my mama didn't make it, and I asked both of them, what happened? I asked him when I was smaller, and I asked him when I was bigger. Both the same story came out their mouth, both times. But then I looked at my mama's character, And I'm talking about daddy's character. Oh, yeah, I already know what happened. Yeah, I can't blame him for leaving. I can't blame him for leaving. And when they fathers leave because they don't want the drama, you know what I'm saying? And to a degree, they act like as a kid, you act like your father abandoned you.
Right.
He just couldn't. But as a man, you grow older, you realize, well,
And then
this
you start realizing stuff. Yep.
it happens.
Yep.
Because guess what? A lot of you dudes talking about no single mothers, but they done made single mothers and got on down.
Yep.
You don't. You talking about you teen no kids, but you don't send the chick to the hitman office about 10 times.
See, that's the other thing I never understand. Well, why these guys, like the first video I ever saw on the single mother thing, I think it was years ago. This guy, the video was called "We're Not the Cleanup Men" or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't watch it, but I just never understand this stuff, man. Really, I do understand it, but they're trying to blame other people. You made that choice to deal with a single mother. You didn't like how it turned out, so now you're not the cleanup man.
Well,
That's
see,
what that is.
Yeah, you must watch me. Did you see my video? If you see Ben's, why you saw that one too?
Yes, I did. I don't remember everything in it though, because I watched that one this morning when I was getting ready for work.
Okay. My thing is this. You know what I mean? You know, dating single mothers. You know, you have to have some level of understanding. You know what I mean? You know, because a lot of times guys get with single mothers but they go to her because she's a single mother.
Yes.
And they come with all this money trying to buy the kid, because that's what they're doing. They're trying to buy the kid to buy validation from the woman.
Yep.
And so once the kid, because the kid gonna always love his father. Once you get that, you know, he ain't my daddy one time.
Ooh.
Now you doggone.
Yep.
Now, again, like I said in the video, the kid ain't gotta like him, but he gotta respect him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta like me, but you gonna respect me. That's the only thing you can ask the kid to do.
Right.
Now, but I'm not your father. That's fine. I mean, that's true. I'm not your father. And truth be told, I'm basically here because of your mother.
That's the facts.
So you saying that, I'm just gonna tell you straight out, and I'm not losing nothing. I'm here because of your mother. I respect you, and you're gonna respect me.
Right.
Now, if it's your father you yearn for, I'm not gonna keep you from your father. And I'm not gonna make a woman choose me over her child. Right. But see, a lot of times, those guys, they'll mess around and they'll want the kid to reverence them, like Zion Williams. They had a problem with Zion Williams not saying thank you to the stepfather. Well, I mean, you know, you ain't his father. You was with him because of his mother, and you know what I mean. You took, I don't know who took care of who, but you know what I mean. If you know, as Zion gets older, he's just a teenager, he'll appreciate a man like that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the only downside about the downside about single mothers, dating a single mother, if you're a man with no kids, is her time is tied up with her child.
And that's something that I never dealt with, and I never dealt with no single mothers. That's why I don't have no relations to what these guys are talking about. That was a personal choice of mine that I made as adolescence. I wasn't going to deal with that. I'll wait. And I remember some of the points you were making in the video, that some guys, their choices are going to be just single mothers or be by themselves. And that is true for some guys. That is going to be their case. that is for them. I guess, but for me, I already knew that's not for me. I I knew that a long time ago, and it worked out for me. But that was a personal thing.
Well, I said the same thing too. I said that I wasn't going for a long time. I was like, man, I didn't want no kids. I don't even. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even having sex with a woman with kids.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that either.
I was
I
like,
never have.
man, nah. But partner said it like this. He said, man, look, the older you get, the more likely you're gonna run into a woman with kids. Now,
Yeah.
unless you planning on, because a woman turn 18 every day.
Yeah, that's true.
A woman turn 18 every day. But now, if you're 30, you look a little tough at the high school graduation looking for a woman.
Yeah.
if you 35, you look kind of suspect at the high school graduation looking for a woman.
Yikes. Yeah.
So a lot of times again, if you are securing yourself and you lead with respect and know who you are as a man, there's no problem with dating a single mother, because as a man, you should be about some business anyway. You don't have that much time for the woman anyway.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So dating a single mother, okay, you have a child. If we're dating, the child has absolutely positively nothing to do with me and what I got going on.
Yep.
And I don't have any problem with what y'all got going on. But now if you're doing right by me, and we're gonna have a conversation about the child's father, what's going on with that, and before we make this official. So the whole single mother thing is really, to a degree, I won't say it's a cop out, because some, people say you won't date a single mother, but bruh, the women with no kids don't want to date you, bruh.
That's why I agree with your point when you said that that some guys, they're just gonna have to, that's what's gonna be for them.
Yeah. A single mother. And the thing is, that's not a bad thing. That's
No.
not, because my cousin, for the longest time, I thought my aunt's husband was his father. I just thought that my older cousin looked like his mama, and his brother looked like his daddy. Come to find out, they got different daddies.
Right.
But he didn't treat the oldest one no different. He wasn't wishy-washy. Who is this? Nazibul King Judah says, Nazibul King Judah, you can come on up here and click the link. And he said single motherhood is an issue in our community. Well, I'm gonna say it like this. So is single fatherhood.
Yeah, nobody talked about that.
You dude got kids, dude got kids, and the relationship don't work. Okay. What do you say? He said, look at ATL every day is killing, Houston every day. Shoot, Memphis every day, LA every day, Dallas every day, Washington, D.C. every day, Boston, Massachusetts every day, Philadelphia every day. Every day there's some killing. So he said there's no man in the house. Well, I'm gonna address that right quick. The reason, now, their father is not in the house. Now, there are plenty of men around, but these guys with no kids, these other guys, they walk around, they They give these women their ass to kiss.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? They give these women these ass to kiss. Now I can do it by myself. People say single mother is a problem. No, because if you think about it, people only judge the black community by its lowest denominator.
That's a
I
fact.
live around a community where there's mothers and fathers in the home everywhere you look.
That's true.
And you got women who make big money that are single mothers. So him saying that, it's a lack of masculinity. That's the problem. And see what the problem a lot of mothers have who have boys, they think they can raise a man. They can't raise a man without a man being around to emulate, because every boy is going to look up going to look up to a man. Like I said in the video, no boy ever says, I want to be like my mama. I haven't met a boy who said that yet. Now, my dentist, which is K. Michelle's boyfriend, he got brothers who his mother is a lawyer, his daddy is a dentist.
There you go.
He got brothers that are lawyers, sisters that are lawyers. He's the only dentist. So with no man being in the house, a lot of times, you know, and this is and oh man, he just he okay. How can I put this? If single motherhood is an issue in our community, then the black men lack of responsibility is a problem too.
That's what
Because historically, black men has never, even today, you go to these manosphere platforms, they do not try to hold women accountable, but don't want to hold men responsible. There's no accountability without responsibility, and black men historically have neglected the responsibility of the black community. So if you move with your other wife, or move with a white woman outside the hood, because that's what we measure. That's what we think the black community is. We think the black community is a hood. If you leave that, then you turn around and say, well, the white daddy is taking care of it. Well, you abandon it. You abandon your family. You left that woman. And so since you left that woman to fend for herself, then don't get upset about the outcome that you get. See, black men in this, where the people blame the welfare state. There's no welfare state. The black man was not pushed out of his house in order for the woman to get welfare. The problem was he was in the house. He just couldn't work. So they rewarded the black man and the black woman. They don't tell y'all this. They rewarded the black man for not working by giving them welfare too.
You never hear nobody talk about that.
Because the thing is, you know, these talking points, like they don't read into the talking points. They don't read into they don't read into, okay, they're saying, well, the black man had to leave the house in order for the woman to get Section 8. That's not true. He just couldn't work. If he didn't work, the more money that they got. See, that's called labor suppression. That's how to keep wages high. You say what now?
Oh, you talking to me?
Oh, I said it's called labor suppression.
No, I heard you.
So the somebody got feedback, didn't they?
I don't know if it's me. Let me see. Hopefully, it's not mine.
It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of, especially these manuscript talking points. A lot of them don't really don't do any research and realize the fact that there was men who received welfare too. Black men who received welfare. That went on for black women. They received the most because they had more than likely they had the children. My cousins lived in public housing. They had men who lived with them. Now, some projects, you had dudes who were selling dope and things of that nature. And they were getting paid under the table, living in the projects with the woman with the kids. So there are men in these situations, but they're just not doing the right thing. See, again, this some black men, because I may have to do some on the truth on the black community. I might have to do another live on that, but you hear these talking points. You heard Kevin Samuel say, 51% of black men don't have any kids. Unmarried with no kids, but I don't know any 15-year-old divorcees either. I don't know any 16-year-old separated individuals either. So, these guys with these talking points is skewed, and really what it is they want something to fit their narrative. Now, I wish Knowledgeable King Judah. Is a link in the description. Let me see. He got a lot of type.
Yeah, I
put
saw
in the chat.
I saw him say that the women leave the relationship.
Well, it's see, y'all gonna make me give y'all some game tonight. Okay.
You just got to do it, man.
I gotta okay.
Just a little taste.
Just a little something. Okay.
Yeah.
If women leave if the women leave the relationship before you do, then you got to know she has already been warning you before she leaves. See, if you're not paying attention, because again, the same thing, how it starts is how it ends. The same thing you do to get her attention is the same thing you do. You got to keep her attention.
That's old school.
And it works.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was like, man, you ain't said nothing spectacular. Well, I mean, I just use what works. I mean, so if you're going in on a lie, then once you can't hold up the lie, she leaves.
That's it.
See, I read about my grandmother, and she said this, and I thought it was some old churchy, pray you won't stay, fast you won't last, this you won't that, heat you won't seat, some old church nursery rhyme. But she said this, and she said, this is how the world works. You say what you mean and mean what you say and do what you say you're going to do. That's it. With a woman in business. Because if I say that, I'm going to cut your grass at 3:00 or have your grass cut by 3:30 p.m., your grass need to be cut by 3:30 p.m. if I'm in business.
Yep.
And if I say I'm gonna cut your grass got to be cut.
Yep.
So with a woman, you got to mean what you say out your mouth and understand if she's going to invest her time and energy in you, you got to know she's gonna test you to basically see if you are what you claim to be.
Let me
see a lot of dudes claim to be a whole lot of things, but once they have sex with a chick, all of a sudden now it's I got
Kind
it
of
now.
Yep. See, let me interrupt you real quick.
Well,
See, that's the problem when this idiot tells you when this idiot tells you to lead with your wallet. See, but we know that he was faking all this time. So it make you wonder if he was faking back then, and that's what led to him getting a divorce. Did he fake it? Did he pretend like he was somebody he wasn't? I'm talking about Kevin.
I would say this. I would say this because I would say this. She got with Kevin because she thought Kevin was handsome. And and so but Kevin went to OU like she did. Matter of fact, Grandmaster Troll did a video, did a live on this. I was on the live with Grandmaster Troll. And I saw a current picture of his ex-wife. And I guess 15 years ago, she was pretty good looking. So when they were married, she was real good looking. And so she saw something in Kevin, but she was making $2,500. She was making $2,500 a month,
right?
And he was making $1,000 a month, which is basically $250 a week,
right?
Which is basically minimum wage.
Yep.
So she was like, Kevin, when you gonna, we ain't gonna, we need to do something else. Who is that coming up here? Let me see who that is. I can't even. Shh. Let me see. Let me see. See who's just trying to come in. Oh man, I can't even invite dude. Shh.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, so he was doing that, and I guess he probably was promising her that he was gonna do better. And she finally got tired of the promises and divorced.
And the funny thing about it is that he ridicules the same people, similar people to himself. Basically, remember when he told that young guy that he was making more than what the guy? I think he was making. The kid was 21 and he made like $800 a month.
Right.
And Kevin Samuels came back and told him I was making more than that in the 80s.
Well, that was a lie.
Hell yeah, it was a lie.
Yeah, but now it's King Judah. What's up with you?
Man, I'm all right, man. I'm trying to figure out what's the beef with OG Kevin, man.
Man, OG Kevin. OG Kevin. First and foremost, his language is divisive. You're telling guys that, you understand me, that so they need to rank themselves, and the only way they rank themselves is by looks and money. Then he turned around and say, men should deal with their wallets, and the women who take their advice. Then he turns around and says, well, why don't you get you somebody who don't make as much? And I'm like, bro, you just told them not so long ago, that women should be hypergamous, men should deal with their wallets. Men should make a certain amount of money by a certain age. And you saying all this stuff, and once somebody take your advice, all of a sudden now you kind of switch it up on them. And also my biggest thing, I think his rhetoric is divisive towards black men.
Of course.
So if you ain't trying to unify us as black men, and you want to take on women instead of the system that you complain about, I got a problem with you.
All right, hold on, OG. Let me ask you this, man.
What's up?
Don't women got enough of those platforms?
I don't know.
Man, they been had these platforms.
I don't know.
Before Kevin Samuels was even on YouTube, women been had these platforms on YouTube. You know that, right?
Nope.
Okay. How old are you again?
Homie, I'm in my 40s.
Man, I'm younger than you, man, and this is strange.
Okay.
How do I, as a young man, identify with Kevin Samuels more than you do, and you 40?
Well,
You
here's
come
what.
from a hold on,
Go ahead.
because you come from an era, and you know what's up.
Yes, I do.
So I'm trying to figure out why all of a sudden now, what back in the day, what you know about, all of a sudden it don't exist today, and all of a sudden now it don't need to be checked, because was it checked back then?
What was checked back there? Women or the government or the
women? The women.
Yeah, bro. I mean all this again, maybe Memphis, Tennessee is something different than any other place in the country. But
I'm from Detroit. Where the Pimps play. Chicago, that Chicago area. I know where the Pimps play.
It's some pimp. It's pimping down in Memphis too. If they from Chicago, they're more likely they came from Memphis. They got folk down here and it's pimping, tricking, and hoeing down here too. So, with that being said, yes, we there's an understanding, especially in Memphis, about how women are. So I didn't need Kevin to say that, you know what I mean? If you're 40, your looks are faded. The women know their looks are faded. But
no, they don't. No, they don't. They walk around here, bro. No, they don't.
Bro,
OG, they do not.
They don't know their looks are faded.
Man, they'll go out their way to look like a damn clown. If they know their looks is faded, then why would you go outside looking like a clown then? Instead of I'm confused, man.
Man, it's like this. You know what I mean? The reason why, because I noticed some women like that. I know a chick who's 50 years old. I see I do security at the Hole in the Wall Club. You got all this makeup on, all this, all this red blush. You damn near like Bozo the goddamn clown. And then you walk around with your nose in the air because you got a champagne glass. Shout it. And the dude need to make $100,000 to get with you. And I'm like, well, why don't a person just go younger with a lot less problems? And the reason why women think like that, because those women think like that because they're playing today's game off yesterday's score, meaning that they still think they're in their teens. However they look in their teens, that's where they think they're at right now. They're saying that with the guys. The guys think they got the vitality of an 18-year-old, but the earnings of a 40-year-old, and think they can get the women that they did back in their teens. And it don't work like that. And so I hope and maybe I give black people too much credit. I got this thing in gun training called situational awareness. That means you're aware of your situation, you're aware of your surroundings. If you are getting older as a woman, then these $100,000 standards and what you because I got a video on what the table is. People say, what you bring to the table? I got a video on what the table is. And the only thing you bringing is you telling me yourself. Well, that ain't a goddamn thing. Real talk. If you telling me cooking and cleaning, well, I can cook and clean. What else? Because if her character is messed up, and the problem is that I've seen is that these women are having sex with millionaires. These ugly chicks are having sex with millionaires, and they think that's what it is. In their mind, they don't negotiate it. Well, sure, I done had sex with LaMelo Ball now. The whole Pistons done ran a train on me. So that's what it is now.
Damn.
See,
It's
I agree with that. Not to cut you off, OG. I agree with that if it made sense. Let me tell you why. Because you bringing up entertainers and people that play sports. But the issue is they not sleeping with no ugly chick. Let's keep that 100.
Bro,
They'll
no,
bypass
no,
the ugly chick. No,
That
they not.
ain't true, man.
bro,
Ain't true,
bro.
Lefty.
No,
Who?
no. I know.
Name me a couple.
I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna name names. But it was some guys on the Memphis Grizzlies. The
You talking
Memphis
about Zach?
and no. No, I ain't saying no names.
Yeah,
It wasn't Zebo. It wasn't Zebo. But some of his teammates and some visiting basketball players, come in for a game and they're sitting right kicking.
See, it ain't the top tier though.
They hitting big chicks, small chicks. I think they're so. They hitting
Again,
these chicks.
these are not the top NBA tier players that's doing this. You probably talking about some niggas that make again 6 figures. That makes sense.
Man, but the thing is, the person who listened to Kevin ain't making no millions of dollars. They more than likely they barely make 100,000.
Yeah.
So they barely make 100,000. Then no, NFL, NFL. I know some NFL players too, who got some so, dealing with some so looking women. And I'd be like, bro, you man, but that's what you just like. I don't knock a man for what he like. But the problem I see with Kevin guys is it seems as though Kevin is trying to shame the women into liking these dudes. You can't shame the women into liking these dudes. What I would say is for the dudes, you know what I mean? You need to go out there and shoot some shots. And understand that rejection come along with that.
You said
right?
shaming. You said shaming women, right?
No, I said, you ain't shame. You trying to shame the women and trying to say, you know what? You're 4 or 2 or 3 or 3.5.
So
you should get an average earner. And I'm like, for the guys, is that why?
What's the girl disagreeable with that? Because that's facts. If you looking for a 6-figure, hold on. If you looking for a 6-figure dude, what? First of all, these chicks don't even know what to do with a nigga that has 6 figures. Let's get that out the way. They can't even adjust to none of that because their whole mindset is to spend that man's money, not to invest themselves, open up something for themselves. It's to spend his money and do accolades with his money. So again, that's the issue. Second of all,
okay,
what's wrong with these chicks getting with average dudes because they average at best?
Well, there's nothing. Again, I don't do the average thing because
that's subjective.
Because from my life, I've seen I've seen the people who she bad, she in love with a Sam Cassell and Flavor Flav love child looking dude. She in love with this man. And vice versa. So you never know what a woman likes or into.
Yep.
You may think
because you give them that option that they can do that. That's the problem. It's not enough. It's not enough on both sides. Not enough on both sides. You as a man right now, as a man that the Most High blessed to have nuts, pause, because he could have made you a female. And this is what I don't understand about us as men, because you could have been simply given a twat easily. But you sit up here and go against your fellow man for the end of
guess what? I don't know if you know
Willie Lynch letters. People keep on forgetting history and collateral historical facts.
Right.
Y'all forget about that. It hasn't changed. It just got moderate.
Wait,
they just cleaned it up.
You're saying, here's what you're saying. You say you live in Detroit. Now, my question to you would be, you know, how many, because Detroit got a lot of beautiful women, because it seems as though those places who are by water got some beautiful women. So my thing is, what do your eyeballs tell you? Do when you go out and try to holler at a chick, do she look down on you because she thinks you're average? You know what I'm saying? Or and the chick may think that here go you might be average mentally to the chick. You understand me? Because a lot of times, man, these dudes' characters be off. You know what I'm saying? A woman really be taught them about. And a lot of times, a lot of these dudes going up there with their wallet. These chick got money. You ain't got nothing to put in the chick mind. So
That's
and the
real.
social
That's real.
and the social awkwardness as well.
So if you ain't got nothing to put in the chick mind, and you can't make a chick smile, you can't inspire a woman, then why would she get with you?
Yep.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying
that makes no absolute sense, because
what?
when you sit up here talking about what a woman has already, it's not gonna matter dealing with what the man is, because his job is what do women require in a relationship?
Hold on. Matter of fact, we got a woman on the panel.
What does a woman
Ace.
require in a relationship?
Hey, excuse me, answer that for me, please.
So me personally, I can take care of myself, so I don't need money from a man. I look for what we can build together. So I need you to stimulate my mind. We need to be able to bounce ideas off each other, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look for money. Money is the last thing.
Exactly. So what are you looking for?
Like I just told you, somebody that I can build with, bounce ideas off of, somebody that stimulates me more so than anything. A nigga that's gonna say, like we talked about earlier, say what you mean and mean what you say. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of the problem is men get into relationships or start talking to females and not really being honest about where they at in life and what they really looking for and shit like that. So women get turned off with that because you telling us one thing, but your actions and what you really showing is not adding up. It's not the same. It's not matching. So I mean, that's my take.
Well, brother, again, mean, now I don't do the analytics relationships. I don't go and check numbers and see, divorce rate this and this, that, and other. You know what I mean? And I take every woman at individual, because we don't want women lumping us all in together, and we should lump all women together.
So
what's that number you believe in that though?
Okay, so I want to say something real quick. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut nobody off, but
Go ahead.
I was having this conversation with someone else the other day. The divorce rate for us black the black community, 80% of black women file for divorce. So that's the statistics on that. So the conversation that I was having the other night was, why do women file for divorce more than men? And my take on that was, women ain't taking shit like our grandmothers used to. Back in the day, when my grandmother was, doing her thing or whatever, their resources were limited. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Women are very independent these days. They don't need men for money. They don't need men to take care of them because they doing that on their own very well. What they need a man for is to give them security,
Mm.
protect, not provide, protect. You know what I'm saying? Because they can provide on their own. So, yeah, the divorce rate is 80% within our community, and
Mm.
Black women initiates that initiate most divorce, and that's basically, I feel like I said, they just not taking shit no more. You know what I mean? Dudes are not. Our grandfather, even if I'm gonna say this, even if my grandfather was cheating on my grandmother back in the day, he still took care of home. You know what I'm saying? Home was always taken care of, bills was always paid, regardless to the facts. Men be out here cheating, doing all this shit, and still women still have to supply 80% of their needs, and the man is living in the house with them. That's crazy. Is
Mm.
the shit is not how it used to be. So bottom line, more to the story. Women file for divorce because men ain't standing up being men no more.
Mm.
Yikes.
Well,
Mm.
well, well. I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I will say this. I will say this. That's
Mm.
true. I mentioned that. And matter of fact, I mentioned that in the video.
Is this not why
Um.
Kevin Samuels exists?
Huh? So what now?
Is that why Kevin Samuels exists right now because of the same
Uh.
thing that she just said?
No, Kevin Samuels. What Kevin? I think
I,
what Kevin is trying to do again. With these single women who ain't got nobody, you gotta, and they need his advice. They need his advice now, and a lot of them look like they need his advice. If we're gonna keep it all the way funky,
damn.
so what Kevin is needed for individuals who lack situational awareness. You 40, you want kids, and you want a man to make 350,000. Now, okay, at one time in your life, you probably could have commanded that, but guess what? It ain't today or tomorrow either, or yesterday. So you see, they lack situational awareness because they think their value comes with time. No, if you don't have, and if you cannot add to the man, we can inspire the man. See, a woman really has to understand how to inspire a man to want to get out there and go get it.
I agree
See
with
that?
that. I agree with
So
that.
so 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 that's what a woman should bring into the quote unquote proverbial table. Is she know how to inspire a man to go get it? A lot of women don't know how to inspire a man to go get it, and
That's a great point.
a lot of times, a driven man, you there's inspiration, and then there's calming the beast. You have to know when to inspire the man and know when to calm the beast. And so these women, again, marriages, if people don't know, marriages are dictated by economies. When it was mainly agriculture, you had big families. Why is that? We need more farmhands. Industrial, man go work at the factory. Women took care of the house. Now that it's computerized and automated, Now it's easier for the woman to get into the workplace. So now the traditional stuff is out the window because you want this agricultural economy masculinity, but the economy now is computerized. So now women can easily get into the workforce and easily make as much money as a man. And so marriage, for the most part, is a tool for survival. And so now that women don't need men for survival in the economy that has money, now men have to come with something more traditional that women can't buy. Women can't buy masculinity, but they damn so love it. And men can't simulate femininity from anything. So when Kevin says, men can survive without women and women can't survive without men, that's a lie. That's the biggest lie ever told. Now, if he's saying now you can survive without each other, but life is better with each other. I don't see nobody trying to sell their car so they can know what it's like to walk to work in the rain. I don't see nobody trying to sell their car to drive to walk in the snow. I don't see, but you don't need grocery stores. You can plant your own food. But life's better with a grocery store. You don't need a cell phone to survive, but it's better if you can communicate with one another. And so to Ace's point, no, women of today, and that's a product of evolution. Women of today don't need men to survive, but now, men have to currently come with something that women can't provide for themselves. And so and to her point, once they see the mothers see their mothers suffer or be down, depressed by their granddaddies or daddies, and they vow to themselves that they don't want to live like that. And so they do everything possible not to live like that. And so that's why when a man come with the inconsistency, loyalty and consistency are similar and really one and the same. Mm-hmm. Loyalty means that you always gonna be there and stay the same, and consistency, you always gonna stay the same. So loyalty and consistency with a woman is paramount. So I would suggest to these guys, however you started, however you got her attention, the same thing you do to get her attention. And I tell any woman, the same thing you do to get his attention, the same thing you got to do to keep it. So I'm off the soapbox now. But King Judy got something else?
Give me a second, man. Right now, I got this L in the air, this jet. Yeah, I got something else because, again, you're from the South. Now that makes sense. Everybody's great ancestors before them, family tree was not like that, where the grandpa was treating the grandma like crap. That's a stereotype in the narrative that they trying to push all the way with us. That's how it was. Our household was not like that. You want to know who households was like that? White people, white women households was like that. That's the whole part of being the feminist movement. Was white women was going through that. It had nothing to do. That it had nothing to do with us. We keep on taking on somebody else's issues, and while we taking on their issues, they finding new ways to. How can I say? Our dysfunction is their survival. It's that simple. That's what everything. That's what everything that's dealing with color folks in the United States of America. Our dysfunction is their survival. You think this right here, what you talking about, is not a part of that?
No, because here, and luckily you said that. I don't know. I guess the heavens and open up and you walk right into that one. luckily you said we get our identity from somebody else. Well, did you know that most black men get the identity of manhood from a white man?
Yep.
Facts.
Huh?
That's the Willie Lynch. That's the Willie Lynch letters.
No,
that
no,
I'm
no.
talking about.
Because think about it. It can't be the Willie Lynch because the Willie Lynch says do not involve when you have an issue. Go to the black woman before you go to the black man.
Black man. That's true.
That's in there.
Way before it got to that part, what would you had to do first before you did that?
Well, you
Break
have
the-
to
break the black man down.
break the black man down.
Exactly
So-
what we're
so-
going through right now. That we live in a time of break the black man down. We already been broken down enough.
So
And they
again,
know that.
that's why I consistently say until that's why black women walk around disappointed until we fight the man who broke us. See, we just gonna be broken, just put stuff out on our women until the black man stand up to that 800-pound gorilla and that elephant in the room. A lot of black women have this vitriol towards us because we ain't stood up to them yet. If you really think about it, most black men can be bought.
It's true.
Most black men can be bought. It's the ones who can't be bought. It's the ones who draw a line in the sand. See, Kevin telling guys to be bought. Kevin really telling guys to take on a white identity.
Yeah, he is.
Telling black women, well, dress size, this, that, and other. Well, you know, white women ain't known for having curves. White women ain't known for having no ass. But black women are. And Kevin wants to put the white beauty standard on black women, but then when somebody say, what about the white provisional standard for black men? All of a sudden, I'm a simp. No, white men, every other culture had in the United States have built something for their women, for their families. They're still standing today. Now, black men have built the same institutions, but the problem is that they didn't have a constitution about keeping it. What I mean by that is they would build a business, they would build an infrastructure, a school, or something like that. And what the white man would do, they would come by and buy it for 3 times is what it's worth just to kill it.
Yeah, the black man didn't respect the holding on to the trademark. In other words, he just would sell out for the money and not respect what he created.
And they don't really apply just for business. Even when it comes to anything talking about revolution and standing up, black men are scared to go to. Black men scared to lose their job because their identity is tied to the money that we make.
That's right.
That number's slim. I'm gonna tell you that now. That number's slim, and that right there, that sounds like that's a conservative black. And that number not high. What you saying with identity will work? They won't go to war. That's a conservative black man.
No. Hear what I'm saying. If it went down today, everybody like, you know what? Fuck this shit. It's on. It's on. Well, but now it gets across because somebody got to post on Facebook and Instagram for some attention. And so all the white corporations say, if you partake in that will cost you your job. If you partake in the revolution for the liberation of your people, it's gonna cost you your job. Most black men ain't gonna stand up for that because the identity is tied to that. And so long as their identity is tied to that, so they're scared to lose their job. So it lets you know right there, they're scared to go to jail. If they're scared to go to jail, they're scared to die.
Scared to die.
So if they scared to die, man, when all this checking the black woman on something, well, wait a minute now. I got a video that the black man got hit in the face with a milkshake trying to eat the white on the pies. So until we can change that, then how in the world are we gonna say anything about our women being accountable? We ain't hit the man back with hitting us with the milkshake.
We can't do that by ourselves. You know
Wait a
why?
minute.
Wait a minute. Why not?
What do you mean? But we can't do it by ourselves? Who else are you gonna look to?
If our women is on the side of the enemy, you said, and then hold on, let me piggyback off to what you said about Kevin Samuels about white man standard, beauty standard on black women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't understand that. But it's okay for black women. It's okay for black women to have standards about another man, about what a man's appearance is supposed to be to them. But
No.
we can't have standards.
No. I'm not
Okay,
going.
because it's found one-sided. I mean, that's all, that's what it sound like.
Every individual person is allowed to like what they like. It's some women who just like fat dudes. It's some women who just like tall, skinny dudes. It's some chicks who like pretty boys. It's some chicks who like roughnecks. It's some chicks who like nappy head Memphians. Real talk.
Yep.
So if you're not a female's flavor, don't get mad at the female because she didn't choose you. You just wasn't what she wanted. Because I know for a fact that a lot of women done approached you and you done told them to kick rocks.
Yep.
So if you done told some good women to kick rocks, and some sorry women done told you to kick rocks, then you know even swap ain't no swindle. So
it's fair.
So you know, if a woman typically, you know, a lot of them desire tall guys and shape guys and guys with money.
6'6". Well, I'm gonna blow your mind with that. Let me blow your mind with that.
6 foot tall, 6-pack, and 600 horsepower.
6 figures.
And 6 figures.
6'6". And what does that pertain to?
That is a number of 777 is a number of man.
Right.
666 is allegedly is the mark of the beast, but it's not really the mark of the beast. It's a mark of human beings.
But it's a mark of chaos. It's a mark of chaos,
which is easy, by the way.
Right. Now do it, and now entitle that into our situation. Is it not chaos?
No, that's like
it's chaos.
No, because chaos is really easy. The universe is chaotic. Chaos only happens when you just let shit happen. Order takes effort. Order takes effort. Chaos don't. So if a woman likes a guy who's 6 foot tall, makes 6 figures, have a 6-pack, have a 600 horsepower car. Now, there's nothing with her wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But just live with the consequences of wanting that. That means, you know, some just gonna hold out until they show up. That's fine for her to do. That's fine for her to do. If she want to hold out and say, that's what I want, and I'm not gonna have sex with a man until I get a man like that, that's her business. Now, the common sense thing is, well, if that's not available, I got to fuck something. I mean, you know, I can watch Pornhub, but you got to find different genres of porn to kind of watch, kind of get off. But it's these women over here. They ain't got the boob size, or they ain't got the booty size, and you know what I mean? They're a little pudgy, or they're a little too small, body a little warped. but this is what I got to deal with. I have to
Not
pick
nec-
from that.
Not necessarily though.
But now you can choose. You can always choose nothing. Nothing is always an option. You know, or you can buy a you can spend $2,500 on a sex doll. You know, you have options, but ain't nothing like the real thing. And I have a checklist, and I go from the checklist. Like I said, brother, you may want to watch a few of my videos. Or I say, you know, think of yourself as a job posting. Duties, requirements, right? So these dudes are being with me. These are the requirements for being with me. And these are the benefits of being with me. And then you ask yourself, would I want to apply for their job? And a lot of times, if you think about it, a lot of times the answer is hell no. That's old bullshit ass job. Because the too many requirements, not enough benefits. You understand what I'm saying? Just because the dude is 6 foot tall, makes 6 figures, and got a 6-pack, that don't mean that they get, you know, that gets you to the interview. Dude could be a psychopath. Dude could be retarded as hell. But he look good and he tall and got a 6-pack, but dude no treats in the motherfucker.
So who fault is that? She chose that.
Well,
she didn't know that he was retarded. She went on a date.
Let me
Nah.
let me interject, man, real quick. I don't understand what's the point of even worrying about that. To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't understand the point of focusing on that.
On what's that?
On, you know, a woman that doesn't want you. I don't understand what's the point of that. I don't get it at all.
See, the issue is
it's just a defeatist mindset to me. Go ahead.
It ain't about that. The issue is that women that's not even on top, even on majority of even normal good-looking chicks level, is sitting up here trying to add equivalent to chicks that's like 9s and 10s.
And my point is, what's the point of ignoring, acknowledging those people? To me, they don't even exist.
Right.
They don't even exist because every woman is not like that, man.
Right. Right. And
go ahead. Sorry.
And you know, to your point, if it's not whatever level they think they own, and they tell me no, that's them. It's no.
It's not about rejection though. That's what y'all getting. Y'all referring to rejection. That's what it's pretty much referring to.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not referring to rejection. I'm referring to they don't exist. They don't matter to me.
Right. Right.
I ain't talking about no rejection. In order to be rejected, I would have to approach them, but they don't matter to me.
Right.
They don't matter. Why would you want that? And to be honest with you, it's saving you from a headache. It's saving you from something that you're gonna regret and say, man. I mean, I have seen it in my life. You think a woman looks great and everything, and you're like, man, I wish I would. I mean, have you ever been in a situation where you've dealt with a woman? One woman was so-called way nice, more appealing than another one. The other one is a decent woman, and the one that looks so-called better, she looks better, but when you really get to know this person, you're like, I don't have nothing in common with this person. There's nothing to talk about.
No compatibility.
No compatibility. You're like, that other woman was more suitable for me.
And that's
go ahead. Sorry.
And thing is, you bringing up a point that a lot of guys who have the same talking points that they think this, they think that, they don't exist to me. The reason why they don't exist to me is because, okay, well, if you think you like this, you know, I mean, be over. I'm not even worried about you. I'm worried about these over here. I'm worried about these. If you think that about that, I'm not even checking for you. I'm not.
And that goes back to my point when I said, why are these guys worrying about what kind of woman a guy like. Like for instance, some of the women that you've put on your videos, you have these guys that come on here and say, "I wouldn't get with her." What's the point of saying that?
Right.
You're lying. You're lying
Yeah.
most likely.
They now they are lying now. They are lying now. They putting their insecurities out to the world for the world to see.
Exactly, because nobody asked them.
No, and the thing is, you know, I put
nobody
up
asked her to put her 2 cents in it.
No.
That's not the
No,
point,
I got you must ain't see you saw the title to the live, but ain't saw none of my videos. See, if you saw some of my videos, I have women since I don't have the Adobe suite yet. I use Instagram models as thumbnails. And what's her name? Yainda 23. She's on my second most popular post. And guys like, oh, I want to date her. I wouldn't do this. I'm like, bro. She got Fendi this. She's dressed all in design. She drive a Maserati. She has money. Whoop de whoop. And you talking about you wouldn't date her, but you on a dating app. So if you on a dating app, I know you deal with super fat women.
Yep.
Because you on a dating app. It is what it is. See, and you trying to be you trying to I wouldn't date her. Well, she won't date you either.
There it is. So
that
goes back to the point where I said, why worry about these people if you don't like them?
Yeah.
If you don't like them, why are you? I wouldn't date a woman that's 200 pounds. Okay, nobody asked you about that, but okay,
yeah, you wouldn't, but more than likely she wouldn't date you either.
Exactly.
So the feeling is mutual. She ain't blowing. None of them chicks none of those women who I got as thumbnails in these dudes' DMs.
No, man.
Sliding in them, talking about some, what you gonna do, something like that. And I ain't in it doing nothing. Again, like I said, these guys are putting their insecurity. Matter of fact, these guys, instead of being red pill about women, they need to be red pill about themselves.
That's what I'm talking about.
Be red pill about yourself. Forgive your parents. Be red pill about yourself. And then in order to gain some masculinity, you may need to go to a dojo. You may need to engage in a boxing gym or a dojo, or just take up something that will push you mentally and physically.
Absolutely.
And so if you engage in that and you start making progress in that, then your confidence will rise. And so as your confidence rises, and if you want to approach a woman, then approaching that woman will be easier than working out and running miles.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the only thing a woman can say is no. And more than likely, in the keep the thing always funky, you have a 10% chance of success with women. 10%. That's 1 out of 10.
Yep.
So, and you're doing good. You're doing good to get 2 out of 10.
Yep.
So if any man is telling you that even Eisenhower occurred with the mole one, which is nothing but an approach. That's all it is, an approach. And really, that's the only thing you're doing is telling the woman, calm, cool, and collected, that you want to go out on a date with her. That's it. Mole one, that's it. Your close rate is at best 10%. So now what? It's 1 out of 10. Those are just the numbers. You get you pass out 10. You give 10 numbers. 5 gonna flake. 5 gonna date. 4 ain't gonna mess with you after the first date, and 1 gonna go. Now what?
And the other factor is that I don't really hear guys talk about is when you just said the 1 out of 10, you gotta consider, do you actually like that person, man? And do you like them yourself?
But no, and okay, here, let me clarify that. If you go out there and approach 10 women and you get 10 wrong numbers from women you approached, so it is a given that you like something about her.
Well, yeah,
Otherwise, you wouldn't approach.
right.
And so you go out on a date. You know, 5 of them just gave you the numbers to get you out their face. That's all a part of it. 5 more go on a date. Right?
Right.
3 say, you know what? I don't want to really deal with you like that. So you go on a second date with 2 of them. The other one after the second date say, you know what? I don't want to mess with you. But the other one gonna go. So that's successful women. See, these dudes in this space talking about getting dinner hoard, but they don't really know a date is an interview.
Absolutely.
That's all it is. That's the equivalent of you getting mad because you went on an interview and didn't get the job. You went up there and wasted your time, got there early, put on cologne, put on a suit, followed traffic to go on an interview for a job you didn't get.
That's true.
So, and you don't get mad at companies for not hiring you, do you? No. So you don't get companies for not hiring you, then why would you get mad at a woman for not choosing you?
Yeah, you should have the mentality that, like you said, the 10% chance. You should have the mentality of, well, I'm gonna do my best, but I'm not going to, if I don't, I'll have something else lined up. I'll be looking for another job.
Or and the same thing with a woman. You got
Right.
you got 10, and you got some numbers and stuff like that. Well, okay. Don't get discouraged because you just got 1 out of 10, or you got 0 out of 10. You don't know why they said no, just like you don't know why they said no to you on the job.
That's true. That's a great analogy.
So if you don't know, well, what do you stop looking for jobs because you went on 10 interviews and 10 interviews people told you no? You keep looking. The same thing you do with women. If 10 told you no, you just keep going.
You remember in one of those videos where you said that a lot of guys, they give up very easily?
Yeah.
It goes back to that. Everything pretty much goes back to that. So then they get frustrated. They get on this YouTube, they get frustrated, and they look at living vicariously through Kevin because he's their champion in that way, but you still haven't spent the time to deal with yourself to overcome those hurdles.
Well, one thing I will give Kevin credit on one thing. And this may be the only thing I get credit. When he say do the work.
That's about it.
I will give him credit on that, but the thing is, he only tell
you gotta do the work.
He only telling them half the truth. He don't tell them half the truth. Now, if he said do the work, that's cool, but it's really about paying your dues. See, it's getting rejected. You understand? It's making stupid mistakes along the way to get to where you're going. That's paying your dues, and it hurt to pay dues. And so these dudes ain't really want no wife because they're not willing to pay dues for the wife. And a lot of these women don't want husbands because they don't want to pay the dues to get the husband. Because a woman gonna want a lot of fuck niggas on the way to her husband. A dude gonna want to a bunch of regular ass bitches on the way to his wife. But he don't want to go to the regular bitches to get to his wife, and women don't want to go to the fuck nigga to get to her husband.
That's all facts.
So that's why I say he only telling you to have the work just gets you the interview. Paying the dues get you to success. It's supposed to be obstacles in the way, and the problem is dudes think they go They just did the work. They just made the money, and they think because they got money, they can buy a woman. You just renting the woman.
She
She
trying
don't
to get
respect you
bought.
yet.
She trying to get bought.
Well, the thing is, she's getting rented. You ain't paying for her because you don't own her.
Yeah, she's not
She
trying
wants you to spend.
to.
She still wants you to spend money if that's the case. If you renting, you still paying money, right?
Well, I will say this. If a woman like you,
She gonna spend money on you, man.
she gonna spend money on you.
I've seen this all my life.
If the woman likes you, she gonna spend money on you. If you like the woman, you don't spend time.
It's true, man.
See. I do videos on this, but since I don't fuck with Kevin like this, I think he's a dividing black men. So I label him a fuck nigga. Don't nobody come down here and get the game. I'm telling guys the game. They talking about getting dinner whore, brother. She don't like you like that.
That's right.
She don't like you like that. And
Let
it's
me tell
your
you-
job, it's your job to impress the woman, and especially if she don't like you like that,
She's supposed
it's
to
your job
impress
to
me.
impress the woman.
She's supposed to impress me because I'm king.
Did you ask her out?
Again, I'm king.
Did you ask her out? Yes, no.
I'm
If you asked her out, will you please come? You don't beg nobody to come to nothing so they can impress you.
There it is. Yeah, you can't get around that, man.
Man, what is your purpose? So I would like to know, what did you think your purpose is again that you was born as a male? What do you think your purpose is?
But you got to answer his question first.
What, did I ask her out? No.
If you asked her out, then there was something you was planning on showing her. Because you don't.
Well, the issue is, it's
Go
not
ahead.
about him asking her out. She asked him out. That's exactly what he's pointing to. Once you get your shit together, because you talking shit about Kevin Samuels, but he pointed out something that was 100. He said that he can't beat young girls off of him with a broomstick.
proof?
Well, wait a
I mean?
minute now.
Where's the proof?
I can't beat
man?
girls off my leg with a broomstick. Come on, man. How
Come
old
on.
are you, man? I know enough OGs that get young women, bro.
Okay.
So what you mean?
Okay, let me break it down to you. Now you are Kevin.
I didn't finish my point.
Okay, go ahead.
But you go ahead, because
You are Kevin Samuels.
right.
You and again, I think I did a video on this with men are the women.
He ain't the only one, right? He ain't the only one, because there's a lot more that's similar.
Right.
Only one that's up is Kevin Samuels, because you know what I'm saying, he make a major stand. It's more than just Kevin Samuels. And if
Right.
that's the case, then man, it's a percentage of y'all, but it's a majority of us that feel the same way Kevin do, because we see with our eyes. We didn't dealt with it. And I don't understand how y'all confused, like y'all ain't never dealt with a situation with women that caused me to be like what it is. So I asked you first, what is your purpose as a man on this earth? If it's not to be king.
Well, my purpose on earth for me is to live the best I can and help as many people as I can. That's my purpose. And so what I'm trying to do with this is, before guys start spewing stuff out their mouth, you gotta think first. You just said Kevin Samuels. You just said Kevin Samuels can't beat with young women off with a stick.
That's what he says.
Is that not fact?
Now, let's give context to that, because if you are, I did a video on this. If you have 500,000 followers or subscribers, the women ain't there for him. Women there for the situation. If his situation drops, they drop.
Status.
Ain't nobody studying Kevin.
Nah, man.
Kevin
No.
He ain't the
Rashawn,
only one.
away from the YouTube, ain't nobody studying Kevin.
You
They
don't
were
know that.
nah, we
Come
don't
on with it, bro.
you don't know that what he's saying is true.
I'm from Detroit, Michigan, bro. Like I said, it's a pimp palace out there.
Right.
What you
Hey,
talking about?
can I
What you
say
talking
something?
about?
Who is that? Who is this? Is this Alexander Brandon?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
I first of all, I want to say what's up, brother Ray, and I'm happy that you're out here debunking Kevin Samuels. You're one of the good ones, homie. And
Appreciate
I
it.
also want to say that if Kevin Samuels is saying that he is beating off young women with a stick, to be honest, I checked the statistics, and it shows that younger women want older men for their money, not love. So the man that was talking, if he gets with a younger woman and all of a sudden she gets with a younger man, Kevin Samuels then played you, homie.
Mm,
That's the truth. And if
mm.
you can't accept that, and if you can't accept that, then you're lost, bro.
You
You,
crazy. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why you crazy. Because an older man has more, and again, you an OG and you know this, brother. An older man has what? Wisdom and guidance. So you think she gonna get away from an older man? An
wisdom
older
and
man.
guidance, please, man. If it
Hold
was
on,
true,
bro. Hold on,
if it
bro.
was
Hold on,
true,
bro. Hold
then
on,
why?
bro. Hold on,
Oh,
bro.
man, let
Hold
me
on,
finish.
bro.
Let me finish,
Hold
bro.
on, bro. Hold on, bro, because I wasn't done talking.
See, brother, man, you can't get through Kevin Samuel supporters. You can't.
That's the truth.
More than a young man has. Why you think these young women is going over here to older men? It ain't just about money. It's about the guidance. They
Guidance
need
of what?
guidance.
The bump and dump? And leaving her as a single mother? Man, please. You and the rest of Kevin Samuels
Cap.
yeah. You and the rest of his cat are going down a path that has no return, bro. That's what every other man, including the honest truth and brother Ray, is trying to tell you. You can't
It
expect
ain't just
a
about
younger
money.
woman to actually love you for your money, because at the end of the day, that younger woman is going to cheat on you. And I've seen a lot of movies and videos that shows proof that it will happen.
Mm-hmm. I believe you, brother.
Yeah. So now, thank you for that. Um, Again, like I said, if if they beating him off, and like I said, if his situation changed, matter of fact, they won. He wasn't talking about women were beating him off. He was doing that. Those sniffing perfume.
Exactly. 2 years ago.
2 years ago, they weren't beating him off.
Nah,
now,
man.
now, since he's and matter of fact, when you say younger, I need to know the ages. I know
That's
they
right.
ain't. I know they ain't. They tell about 25 and up.
It ain't about that, man. He point out a general statement. It ain't just him.
Well, the women like the situation, not them.
He
Exactly.
You
know
want
he in the same
Thank
circle
you,
with these
brother
same
Ray.
people,
And thank you for saying that. Thank you.
sipping on cognac and smoking expensive cigars, and they have these conversations. Again, you are OG and you know this, and
man,
it's mind boggling that you acting like you don't know this.
no, it now when
Well,
you said go ahead, Ace.
as a woman, I don't agree. I don't agree. I feel like a man that deals with younger women is because they can't handle a woman on their age level. Somebody that could really roll with the
No,
punches. You gotta look for
Submissiveness.
somebody that they
Shut
mentally
up, bro.
is
He's
far
talking.
behind because you're not ready for a real woman. That's just my opinion. Because why would an older man want to be with a younger woman? What on what mental level what do y'all have in common mentally? Because
Guidance.
from what you saying, you have to guide
Nah.
her. That means that she
It
don't know
is.
nothing. You telling her everything.
They
That means
don't.
she's basically like a puppet to you.
Intelligence, no
And
opinion, Tony.
They don't.
that's not to me a man that deals with younger women. He ain't on the level. He's
Wait,
scared to deal with women on
wait.
older because he can control a younger woman more than he can control a woman on his age level. That's just my personal opinion. I
Ace,
don't feel that younger women deal with older men because they need guidance. That's
Ace,
crazy.
It ain't just
Ace,
about money.
That's
It
so
ain't
Ace,
fucking
just
crazy
about
to me.
money.
They deal with
What's
older
that?
men because that they can get shit. They don't have to do much. You know what I'm saying?
Ace.
They can
Where
be
you
with
think that
these
daddy
men.
term came from?
Say again.
Where you think that the slang daddy, daddy and slang mean?
I know what that slang, but what I'm explaining to you
Okay,
is
so
these
that
women,
right there proves
these
my point
women,
because a lot of
these
women at a young age are always calling older men daddy. They look for a daddy figure. That's the whole thing of wisdom and guidance.
Hey,
They
Brother
look
Ray,
for
can I
a
say something?
dad.
you know, that's just you keep
Is that not
things
true,
that
brother
are.
Ray?
How old are you? How old are you?
Is that not
Yeah,
true, brother Ray? And you
How
come from
old
a
are
land
you?
of pimp?
No.
Is
Answer
that
my
Judah,
not
the
question.
right?
man asked you, the woman
King
asked
Judah,
you
how
a
old are you?
question. How
Hold
old
on, hold
are
Whoever
you?
on,
you is
Hold
with the
on,
A,
hold
bro.
on.
I don't know who you is,
hold on,
bro. But you've been coming at me sideways for a long time. Cut it out, bro. I'm not that nigga.
hold up. Now, I think King Judah, she asked you a question, brother. Could you deal with the question she asked you?
How old are you?
33.
Oh, okay. So a man of your age, you should know better. Come on now. That's all I'm gonna say.
I
I'm
should know
speaking
better.
alone. I'm
Let me
not
tell you,
gonna go
I'm a
back and
Hebrew
forth with
Israelite.
you because
I'm a Hebrew
everybody
Israelite. Read
is
my name,
entitled to
Judah.
their own opinion. But at the end of the day, me personally, I don't feel that young women deal with men because they need guidance, and that's just my personal opinion.
Ace.
Yes,
I have a question.
yes.
So when you say older men, you're talking about like a man that's like 20 years older than a woman, right?
Well, he said that Kevin Samuel said that got younger women. He can't, knock them
Beating
off.
them off
So
with a stick.
right. So
That's what Kevin said.
yeah, but my thing is, young women don't deal with older men for guidance
Guidance.
at all. They deal with older men because older men can provide them with more than what they can provide themselves. That's
That's
just
true.
that's just simple. That's the simplest shit I can tell you. I'm a woman and I'm just being real. I've dealt with an older man and I didn't deal with him because I needed guidance. I dealt with him because at the time you know I was going through my own little situation. I was young, but my mind was way older. So I needed to deal with somebody older because my mental was further along. You feel me? The saying
Right.
that women mature faster than men, that saying is very true. A 15-year-old girl matures faster than a 15-year-old boy. That's a fact. That's in the books. So bottom line more to my story, a young girl don't need any guidance from a man, from an older man. She don't. Because she mature, her mind is a lot faster than a 15-year, than, a younger male her age. So she don't need the guidance from the older male.
So let me
Well,
ask you this.
I agree.
You didn't learn and apply none of the stuff that when you was dating that older man, you didn't apply or learn nothing from him.
I did.
He didn't teach
I
you
learned.
anything.
Hold up. Let's go back. I did learn a lot, but I didn't date him because I wanted to learn. Because at the end of the day, that was not my main. Wasn't the main goal why I dated him at all. So we were together for a while. He actually passed away. So, but bottom line, more to my story, we were together for a while. So of course, when you together for some time, you're gonna learn. If you with somebody and you don't learn something from them, then you need to just leave them the fuck alone. So bottom
Agreed.
line, more to my story, anybody you with, you should learn something from, not just because of their age.
I agree with that. I
I
agree with that.
agree
All
with that too.
Well, that's church there. That's now somebody asked me a question on something. I know I heard somebody ask me
Yeah,
a
I asked
question.
you.
What's
Yeah, I
up?
was asking because again, you 40 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you playing this game?
Well, here's the thing. When I say because I was raised around the pimping. And we ain't talking about, I even tried my hand in the pimping, but I was sack pimping, if you know what that is. I got the old burnouts. They on crack, and I'm out there trying to send them out to the track. So my thing is, do I know do I know if Kevin is saying, because Kevin started off with telling women to be hypergamous.
Sure did.
He said that out his own mouth, free will in the court, no gun to his head, no nothing. And so now he's saying, don't be hypergamous.
He sure is.
Now, which one is it? And he also said, this is another point I want to debunk him on. He said that dudes who earn a lot of money should have multiple women. But then he turned around and said, that men who earn a lot of money can't perform in bed. So if you ain't got no dick for one, what the fuck you gonna do with two?
That dude, Kevin Samuels, he stole that from the Israelites, and you know that, man. He stole that concept of talking about
Stole what concept?
Huh?
What concept?
The concept of you can have more than one wife. He took that from the Israelites. You know that.
Well, that's a no.
That's
no,
only that's
no,
the
no, that's
Israelite
old.
pimp.
That's
Yeah,
old.
I'm
That's matter of fact. The United States is the only one who practices monogamy.
Monogamy. No, when I say,
so typically multiple wives is not a new concept. That's matter of fact. Many cultures practice polygyny.
Exactly. My point is, when I said he stole that from him, he wasn't saying that before. He was preaching monogamy,
right?
And just recently he started talking about, like Ringo said, he just recently started talking about a high value man can have cheat, or asking the question, can they cheat, and explore their options. So now jumping on that is my point.
Yeah, I'm saying no,
because
I'm saying no. I'm saying no because if you talking about they expect men to be porn, they expect the high value men to be porn stars. Well, if you need two women, then you got to have some porn star in you. If you ain't got no dick for one,
damn.
If you ain't got no, if you grand open grand close with one, what's it gonna do with two? If you if you got one car and one car leaving you broke, why in the world would you go get two?
It is a lot to deal with. I know this from experience. It's a lot to deal with.
I'm talking about sexually. We talking about performing.
I know it's a lot to deal with. Right,
because I don't had a threesome and the threesome it looked like fun, but it's exhausting. It's exhausting because you got to have enough for two.
Yeah.
You got to have enough for two now. And so, you got one and you got this one right here, and you kind of doing all this porn star stuff. But after a while, you know,
Waiting
after
for
it's
that
all
message to
over,
be
with, you're
over.
tired.
Yeah, man.
So
It was more to that, man. Y'all cutting
okay,
me off.
okay,
It was
okay,
more
okay,
to that whole thing that you
okay.
explaining about is because the simple fact when she get out of wait, hold on. Actually, you know what? It wasn't just about having was it 2 girlfriends or something like that? It was about dating. It wasn't about them being in a relationship and that happening.
Well, I'm
That was
a spec.
dating.
Okay. Let's stay on this face value that high value males can date multiple women. Well, the woman that they're dating can date multiple women because if you ain't married, you're single, and they can date also. And so don't
They
commit.
not
Don't.
you, bro.
So what now?
Golly, man, you keep on giving somebody something that's not what's supposed to do what you do.
Oh, wait a minute, brother. But see,
you are. This is the thing about that, man, and you supposed to stand on that because monkey see don't mean monkey do.
I
okay,
agree
go
with
ahead.
that one. I agree with that.
Okay, so again, I'm gonna say
But
it like
that's not
this.
the
They
reality.
gotta stay in a place of what they were born for, not to do the same thing you do. Because guess what? It lowers your test. It lowers your test and shrivel your nuts up when that happens. It might ain't gonna happen right now, but guess what? It's gonna be something that's gonna clamp on you, and you ain't gonna like it. If it ain't by it, and it ain't gonna be by nature, it's gonna be by law.
I say this when it comes to women like this, and I gotta give. I understand. A lot of individuals don't understand this. I can't worry about what a woman do when she away from me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. It's just like a bathroom. If I leave my place and 4 million dudes come and use my toilet and leave it just like I left it, when it's time for me to use it, what am I gonna say to that? And see, the thing is, women now, if you're dating if he dating a woman and he tells her, hey, this is what it is, you know, I'm gonna date multiple women. Are you cool with that? If she turns around and goes for that, then now she's gonna be faithful to him because now she respects the man.
Right.
See, respect with women is key. If she don't respect you, she can't love you. Respect
Facts.
coming for anything.
That's facts.
So if you got to then once you tell her what it is, then you give her the right to choose.
Right.
So
that's where it is. That's why you're in control.
So you know the moment you, and the thing is, the moment a woman catch you lying, she lose respect for you. Now everything is different. She can't look at
Very
you the
true.
same because you already lied.
That's
So
true.
when a woman, so when he said that can high value males cheat, is not cheating if you already let her know what it is.
Yep.
She can't do no more respect it or move on
or leave. That's it.
But since since a lot of his high value males, quote unquote, only got one. See, the one gonna bring to them, the one gonna bring the two. Because now they got one, now they got confidence, and now they got a little confidence, and now they walk and strut a little different, and now somebody else may like them. Because
man, now you just exposing too much, man.
This game be flowing through me, man. The game just flows through me.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? The game just
gonna
flows through me.
You're gonna hurt him.
So,
you know it's kind of strange.
So what now?
You know that he's a traditional Christian, right?
Who was that?
Kevin
Samuel.
Well, traditional Christians don't have 2 failed marriages, bro. That's fact. You can deny it all you want, but that's facts. And
no evidence for what you're talking about. And I'm in the church.
Well, you know, first off, women can't file for divorce in the Bible. It got to be the man to give her a letter of divorce, And you can get a woman divorced for being just hard-headed woman. But
Right.
until now she can't marry again
Right.
per the Bible. But you can get a wife if you provide food, shelter, and country rights. That's all the
So-
requirements for a wife.
That's in
For
the
the
scripture.
Bible.
I know y'all getting that mixed up because, you know, with that being said, with that religion, you don't have the homosexuality is not even in light. It's not twined. So having two wives over in Christianity not happening.
Well, what we said,
That's
two
what I'm saying.
wives.
Y'all learn
What's your proof?
multiple
Do you
wives,
know
multiple
that's
wives.
what-
So we
I
get
mean-
back to the simple situation of Cameron Samuels. Y'all, that's what I'm saying. Y'all must be getting the message thrown on.
Hold on.
With
Let
that-
me tell you something.
The hell
The
you
whole
talking about?
multiple wife stuff. That's what another religious group do. It starts with that's what Mormons do, bro. Not Christians. You can the
Wow.
religion stuff, bro.
So you
Well-
said Mormons? Wait. Mormons do what?
Is a Mormon. He's a Mormon.
You talking about
Okay?
multiple?
Kevin Samuels is not a Mormon.
No.
They're
Kevin Samuels not a
Mormon.
Mormon.
They're Mormon too.
Kevin Samuels not a Mormon, dude.
No. Okay. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give a little game because I saw the Bible twice. A lot of men in Jesus' lineage, because his name ain't Jesus, but you know,
Sure isn't.
per this conversation, most men in Jesus's lineage had multiple wives.
It sure did.
Even David, he's a man after God's own heart. He had multiple wives.
Sure did.
King Solomon,
Abraham,
he had multiple wives and concubines.
Sure
So-
did.
Lord, but-
Wrong.
but
I'm gonna tell you where
Brother
you're wrong
Ray,
at. Christ cut that short. Let me tell you. You're wrong.
No, he didn't cut it
Let me
short.
tell you why he cut it short. Because the only reason why multiple wives was introduced was to replenish the earth in the first place.
That's a
Mhm.
That's
damn
why
lie.
it was multiple. Okay, because I
Not
read the
true.
Bible, bro. My name is Judah, King Judah. So
You
again,
didn't
let
write
me
it.
finish. Let me. What you mean? I studied it.
Okay,
You
let him
didn't
finish.
write
Let
it,
him
bro.
finish. Let him finish.
I
Let him finish.
studied it.
Let him
You
I
finish.
know what
studied
you're
it.
talking about, bro.
Let him finish.
I know
Let
what
him
I'm
finish.
talking about, bro.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. What's your point?
Like I said, man, Christ done away with that because there was no reason to have multiple wives no more.
When did he do
There
away
was
with
no reason to do that. So you
it?
getting time
When
frames
did he do
mixed
away with it?
up.
When did he do away with it?
When he took over, when he became a grown man, he was walking through, man. When he became a grown man, he was walking through doing what he was doing because everybody don't understand who with the Bible, the Holy Bible. What is it? The New Testament? That's
Mhm,
the walk of Christ, right?
mhm.
It does not say nothing in there about multiple wives. He done away with that.
Okay, let me break it down. Let me break it down.
Where does
I
that say
thought-
that at? That's
I'm
old.
a- I'm a-
Y'all talking
I'm a-
about
I'm a-
Old
I'm a- I'm a-
Testament.
I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it down. Because you said something interesting. You said that Jesus done away with it. Well,
Christ. I don't call him Jesus.
Christ, you know, Yahweh Shai,
None of that.
you know, whatever his Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, whatever.
None of that either. Keep
Uh,
going, though.
okay, so if he did away with it, because from what I understand about the Bible is that in order to be a bishop or a deacon, they specify you can only have one wife.
Exactly.
Okay, so now if they
What if you don't want to be a deacon?
if you don't want to be a deacon, then the one wife don't apply to you, because you got to understand the reason why guys have multiple wives, because you had wars. And typically, if your brother went to war and he died in war, you took on his
Yeah,
wife.
his
That
wife.
just meant you were responsible. That had nothing to do with sex. It would just mean you was responsible for that woman and his kid and his children. So, with that being said, now we perverted in the West, thinking it's some old freaky stuff.
Exactly.
That's not the case. So
Exactly.
only thing marriage does is says I'm responsible for this woman. That's the only thing it says. Well, now I didn't mean to get off in the religious tangent talking about Kevin Samuels in his debunking them. You know, in this, exploring options and how about you males did now,
Brother Ray.
what's up?
So your main point is that the man has all these contradictions.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
See, this is the problem. Let me say this. See, the people that defend Kevin Samuels you shouldn't be defending any man. You should be defending the truth, what the actual facts are of what's going on. You shouldn't be a fanboy of any of these guys, man.
Ain't no fanboy. It's out of respect for
I
my elder
I
that
didn't
passed.
say. Hold on,
I
hold on, hold on,
recognize in
hold on,
him.
hold on, hold
That's
on,
where y'all get it twisted
hold
at.
on, hold on, hold on. I didn't say you. When I say you, I mean in general. I'm not talking about you per se.
Them in general too, bro. You don't know nobody's situation. Only thing you doing is trying to call names and throw mud around, and you don't even know why people are even getting close to him. Because
Hey,
I know why.
Can
I know
say
exactly
something?
why. How you gonna tell me?
I know why.
you over here, man, you faking is what you're doing. You're pandering is what you're doing.
Pandering to
Pandering to
who?
who?
You're trying to be the next Derrick Jackson. The next Derrick Jacksons with the S. That's what y'all looking
I'm
for.
not even a Derrick
All this
Jackson fan.
pandering, man. Get out of here. Like I said, he sound like just like your great uncle, your grandpa, and all them back in the day. This is exactly what they would be saying if they was here living right now. And actually, they would be man, cut it out, bro. And I'm a Negro, and I'm telling you straight out to the Negro neighborhood. They are honorable men in our neighborhood. They are honorable men in our neighborhood because they got wisdom and knowledge, and they teach you and guide you not to make those same mistakes. And that's exactly why women is taking their asses over on that side, because they can't get the same guidance from women. So who they look for when they found somebody to tell their ass the truth, they took their ass over there, just as well as men, because they recognize the game. Man, real recognize real. Cut it out, bro. Cut it out with that fakeness.
Okay.
Dude,
Let's
let me do it.
go ahead.
Brother Ray, can I
Go ahead.
Now here's the thing. I know, Brother Ray. Have you heard black men whining and crying about there's not being a black WWE champion, bro? And they literally put down the world heavyweight title and call it a boxing title. But remember, when you're the WWE champion, you're the face of the company. But when you win the world heavyweight title, you're the greatest wrestler alive today. So I want to know, which one would you choose? The WWE title or the world heavyweight title?
I'm doing a world heavyweight title.
Exactly.
Now I got to address a point that he made. He's saying, "Well, I'm pandering to women." No, I'm not. I'm not pandering to women. I'm going to pander to the truth. And the truth of the matter is this: I'm saying for those who listen to him, because what I'm saying is a lot of guys listening to Kevin, but a lot of guys ain't doing nothing about their situation. See, you wasting time. You listening to Kevin, and you still ain't got no woman.
That's
so
right.
so if he get those women right
How
today,
do you figure that out? How do you know that?
Because if you are constantly listening to Kevin, which one would you rather do? Listen to Kevin or roll up on a chick booty and pay your face in some titties? Which one?
It's a guide. He is a human guide.
No,
It's
I'm
the
talking
same
about
thing.
this
He's guiding
Answer the
listeners.
damn question.
I'm asking the listeners. As a listener, have your love life improved enough from listening to Kevin Samuels? Or are you listening to Kevin Samuels? Are you listening to him and your love life is improving? Or are you just listening to him just so he can try to get the women together and you still single?
They got to answer that question.
I mean, because most of y'all still single, but y'all listen to him.
How you fear that, though? I'll answer your question.
I
Go
don't listen to Kevin.
Wait, hold on.
Okay. Here's how I figured it.
Wait. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
address that second part.
Okay.
That second part don't make no kind of sense
Why? Okay. Why you say that?
because how do you figure that the stuff that people are gaining from the knowledge they're gaining from him is keeping them single? How
Here's
do you
why.
know that?
Here's why. Luckily, good thing you said that. Kevin don't have no clue on keeping a woman.
Facts.
So if you don't know how to keep a woman, I'm telling you, I done told you in this conversation on how to keep a woman.
He don't want these motherfuckers because he's 50 years old.
He don't know.
lived a half of a life. He lived a half of a. That's what I'm saying with you, man. You damn near finna be damn near close to half of a life. He lived life long enough to understand and talk to enough people and recognize what it is.
Okay.
Right.
If he's saying what it is, right? If he's saying what it is, he ain't telling you how to be more appealing to a woman.
Pushing you to be pushing you more to be incel.
Because what he Kevin is about making some money.
Right.
And ain't nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with that. He is about making his bread.
Y'all
He ain't studying.
Y'all just throwing slander. Y'all slandering. Don't even know
I
what
said
he's
he
doing
about
in his
making
private life.
I said he's about making money. He
That's it.
don't care whether or not black men and black women are getting together, because as I hear more individuals defend him, I know they ain't paying their dues to get a wife.
How you know that?
Because you're wasting too much time
You wouldn't be
defending him.
spending time because you wouldn't be spending time worrying about women that you don't want. You wouldn't be spending time worrying about what Kevin is doing and what he defending him. You wouldn't be spending time doing any of that stuff. That's how
What makes
that's
you
the
think?
answer.
Hold on. So let's do this. It's 24 hours in a day, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Correct.
So how in the hell do you two know what a person is doing within that 24 hours? They could be on there for just an hour and a half and say, I got something I got to do. Y'all don't know this. All you doing is assuming some ish that we don't even understand.
Wait.
What makes you think that nobody ain't in the gym? What makes you think nobody ain't at work? What makes you think ain't nobody doing what they got to do, listening to him and paying attention to what they do? How you know this?
I have a question. I have a question for you. We don't have to. You're a supporter of Kevin, right?
Man, I'm a supporter for anybody that's mental spirit. That's red pill.
Can you answer the direct question, please? You are a supporter of Kevin, right?
All mental spirit.
Okay, you're not going to answer the direct question.
That's a direct answer.
Okay. He's not a part of the manosphere. That's why I asked you that question. He said he wasn't. He said he wasn't. So what are you talking about? You didn't answer my question. Are you a supporter of Kevin?
All right.
He did say that.
He did say that.
He did say that.
So are you going to answer the question? He's not a part of the manosphere. He said he learned from the manosphere. He's not a part of it, though.
That means he got the information he got on down.
So that's why I asked the question. And you say,
I never heard grown men speak like this, man. What circles y'all be in, bro?
I never heard
what circles y'all be in, man?
Hold on. I never heard a grown man not be able to answer a question, man.
I answered your question in general. I said manosphere. Anybody manosphere in general.
Not in the manosphere.
If you think Kevin Samuels not manosphere, something wrong with your brain. Because he said it. All right, bro. But the content is not manosphere.
That what he said.
The man said
but the content is not manosphere. Use your brain. The content you said that he's not manosphere, quote unquote, right?
I didn't say it.
But it's the content. I'm saying that you said he said that he not manosphere, right?
Look it up yourself.
But
look it up yourself.
But you a man with your own eyes, and you looked at his content. Say that's not manosphere.
I would say this. I would say
that's what I thought.
I would say he it sounds manosphere.
It is manosphere.
But now even listen to the guys in the manosphere, because a lot of those guys will have you thinking. They'll say the black women are the enemy. Yeah, I got on your boy Angry Man said it out of his own mouth. He said that to me. So black women are the enemy. You can't trust black women. And so my question is, if you can't trust black women,
Who can you trust?
then first off, if you don't date a white woman, how you gonna speak on if you dating anything white, how you gonna speak on the black community? That's number one. And number two is that if you gonna date black women, then guess what? You gotta trust somebody.
Exactly.
So either you're speaking from trauma, because that's where most of it come from. I did a video on that too.
Has history changed yet?
So what now?
Has history changed with black women yet? I mean, actually, it has changed. From
when it comes to
let's go to the wait. When did the feminist movement get pushed in? 1970s or 1965.
Well, you had one before that, because I seen a picture online where you had women welders in the 1940s.
That's a
Black
fact.
women welders in the 1940s. So this feminism thing, which I don't see how, I don't see how black women can get in something like that, because they've never been under the black man. So they've been in it since we've been prisoners of war.
Right.
But they joined in and say, hey, we want to be counted too. Black women, white women are voting. We want to vote too. We want to take part of this political process.
But white women control their household.
Who?
White women control the household.
The hell you say? Who household?
You think white women don't control their household?
Talking about a white man's household?
Yeah.
They control the white man just like the black woman control the black man. They control the same thing.
And they can stop having sex with a black man if they want to, because of the behavior that the brother is showing right now. They can
No, that's not true. Bro, I'm a very knowledgeable man.
Bro,
I'm a very
yes,
knowledgeable
it can,
man.
bro. Dude,
I'm
do
exactly
you know why?
Bro.
Hold on, one at a time.
Dude, do you want to know why the birth rates up in China and Japan are down? It's because the women left them, dumbass.
Damn.
I didn't even hear what you said. Sorry, I didn't even hear what you said. Even
Black Wolverine, can you please tell this ignorant brother over here what I said?
Ignorant.
No, don't start that now.
I could go ahead and call him names.
Repeat
I got
what you said.
I got jokes, bro.
Repeat what you said, Alexander.
You get roasted on live right now.
Repeat what you said.
Oh, you want to do some roast? Okay. Okay. We can do roasting right here, right now. How about the fact that Kevin Samuels has been married twice and has a daughter, and he ain't even paying the child support, homie?
Ooh, yikes!
I still ain't even catch what you said, man. It's like every time you speak, it time me out. That's good.
He said, No. He said,
Don't even repeat it. Don't even waste your time. Okay. Don't put the stutters in there either. Just go ahead and finish what you were saying, bro.
He said, Kevin Samuels is behind on child support. That's what he said.
Oh my God, bro.
But now, I don't.
What the evidence?
And that's why I don't listen to the manosphere, because there are full of men that don't want to take responsibility. They want to go around making baby mamas, and all of a sudden they end up not warning them. Bro, stop. This type of thinking is what's destroying us, bro. Kevin Samuels is basically destroying us, bro.
What?
I agree with that.
And if
All day.
Y'all out your mind. Now Kevin Samuels ruined us? All right.
Yeah,
All right.
I said I
Agreed.
started off.
Boy.
I started off saying that
Man, it's the
he's
Sabbath,
causing
man,
a
bruh,
listen,
Sabbath
listen,
don't turn up.
listen. I said that he's causing a division among black men. And when in a time that we're really fighting for really reason why we being here. We gotta be, I won't say we need to be validated, but we need a reason to be here. They don't need us to work anymore.
We
That's
fight
why it's
for
so
these,
easy.
We
Listen,
fight more
listen.
for these, man. That's crazy. We
Listen,
fight more for these relationships more than
Let
these
him
women
finish,
do, bro.
man. Let him finish.
And so in a time that we need to be united, and time we really need to show the world that we ain't bullshitting. You come up with the high value male thing because it's all about. I said again, it's all about respect. The United States has no reason to respect the black man, and so when you have a person, that's why Kevin getting pushed like he is. It's because he's causing a rift among black men. On one hand, you say, black men ain't nothing. If they are failures if they don't make $1,500 a year for every year he been born. And then another time you say, well, these high value men over here, but you only talk about them in dating and mating. And so if you're causing a divide between the guys who don't earn that much money and the guys that earn a whole lot of money, and when the shit need to go down, the guys who earn so much money ain't gonna go out there and fight. Is gonna be the individuals who don't make as much money but got that warrior spirit.
That's the thing I was just about to say. He never talks about the character of these men. That's why he always talking about the money and things like that. You never talk about intestinal fortitude. You never talk about character. You never talk about these things. You never point these things out.
And so that's my problem with him.
Y'all study him that much, and you say that he don't say nothing about character.
I'm saying he causing the divide between black men.
I'm gonna get back to you with that one. Hold your horses on that one. I'm definitely get back to you with that one. Go ahead. What you just said about causing division, because we fight more for relationships than the women do. Again, she just said that women divorce at 80% more than men. That's the same thing in relationship.
Women, man.
Bruh. You just referred to men, bruh.
Okay, then
let me get to my point.
Okay,
because you just said that Kevin Samuels is causing division. That's not what it is, bro. How, and we as men together, we fight for our relationships. The women, the ones that don't fight for it. So I don't know how that continues to what you're saying about he causing dysfunction. Actually, he's not. He's actually telling women to get back to the old golden days and be a woman. That's how you gonna get a man that's going to protect you and do all this other stuff for you.
Okay,
you can't just sit up here and walk around and be like, "Oh, I'm a black woman. Hear my roar and hear all that noise, man. Cut it out. It ain't gonna get you nowhere."
Bro, you missing my point. What I'm saying ain't got nothing to do with the women.
That's what
I'm saying. What I'm telling you is everything to do with black men coming together and showing the world where we are to be respected. That's why it's easy for the police to kill a black man, because we ain't respected. We don't basically we don't want out our welcome. If we gonna be 100, Kevin don't speak to that.
No, definitely not.
Kevin speaking to the corporate guys who gonna put profit over principles at a time where we need principle over profit. That's why I say most black men can be bought, and you can't respect the man who can't be bought. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I don't, because didn't put that on his platform, you make it seem like he don't give a fuck.
He don't.
Right. All right.
Exactly. But
He doesn't.
but here's the
All
thing:
right. All right, bro.
the women are actually
Woo.
wanting us to go to the top. Because
Wow.
right now we at the bottom, whether you believe or not. We at
We
the
at the
bottom.
bottom by law,
Yes, we
not by
are.
nature. By law, not
Bro.
by nature. Thank you.
Bro, we hadn't even
By
built
law.
anything. I live in South Carolina, and already the white people are already taking over my dad's portion of his neighborhood that he used to live in.
They did
Don't
the
say
same thing
it's
in
by law.
Rosewood. It is by law. That's how they taking your land.
Bro, no, it's not. It's because black men don't know how to fight or keep their stuff. That's the
No.
problem.
They
And
scared.
you can't accept
They
it.
lost their stuff by law.
And
They
I'm gonna
need
say it like
something by
I'm gonna
law.
say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this.
There's ways to keep your
See,
business.
that's why
You ain't fight for
that's
that.
why I say most black men who listen to Kevin Samuels, most of them ain't going for the liberation of their people. They're gonna opt out of that. It's it because really, if you are in corporate America, so basically what he tell you to do is be unintimidating for your white daddy. See, the hard pill most black men understand. Black men and black women got the same daddy, and that's the white man.
This is facts.
So
Touch a hero.
So unless
I don't get that, because you know what's funny, when he went on the Joe Budden podcast, you know what he said? He said he want the outcome for men to be the same as the men that's lower to be the same as men that's in higher value. He said you want the same look for men that wear Jordans to be the same man that's wearing suits and ties. So that's a cap right there.
Then tell them to get off their lazy asses and get to work. That's how you do.
That's how you do
Who
it.
is
That's
this
how
guy?
you do it.
How
That's
you
the
say?
only way.
Hold on. Okay. Right. You say all that, right?
Right.
So,
I'm
organization
saying
we
this.
got right now? What organization we got right now that we can go to right now? Because y'all sitting up here talking. He got contact information too, where you can get to him and suggest all this stuff that you're saying. You come on here, hold on. Let me finish. You
Okay,
come
go
on
ahead.
here and disagreeing with him, talking about he ain't talking about this, ain't talking about that. But you can still get in contact with that man and suggest these same things. But you come on here complaining.
Wait. I called the show.
When was this?
Let me see. Let me pull up. Let me see. Can I do a screen share? Let me see if that thing works.
Y'all want to call up? Y'all want to talk about men being men? Y'all, that's not men being men, because y'all can holler at him in the private.
Bro, I already called the dude. I called the dude to debate.
To debate. Send emails, send messages, bro.
To debate this point. They're debating today.
Y'all come on here doing all that, man. Y'all
the thing is,
talk about Kevin Samuels, man. At least he'll talk to you in the background.
He didn't. The thing is, he didn't want it. He said on Joe Budden podcast, I debated men for 3 years, and I don't want to. I don't want. I'm debating women now. Well, okay. Okay. Well, that's where the money is. You know where your bread is buttered.
That's an excuse right there, and it don't sound like you got in touch with him.
Bro, I can pull it. Wait a minute. Let me do something. Let me show this video I did. Let me see here. Let me see. So that's it. Let me see here. Let's just try this. Let me try this, and let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. On this video right here, y'all see it?
I don't see it yet.
Let me see. It didn't share it? Let me see. Share the screen.
I mean, I seen one videos of you debunking Kevin Samuels, and I said you did great, bro.
No, that's the
Appreciate it, bro.
older video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's the
one right
older
here.
one.
Right here. This the one I called him on. And this the one, this the one everybody had so-called had all the smoke for me on that. You know what I'm saying? So, but
It's like
I
a
called
month.
him. I called him. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to debate the point, so I don't call like a groupie, man. I ain't finna keep on calling that man and he don't want to talk. So let me see. How can I answer that to you, John?
So what you trying to get? You trying to get something out of him or something? You trying to get him to talk or something? Because you doing this.
No, I didn't. After he
All this debunking, there's nothing to debunk if you are a male living in the United States of America in the Western world. I mean, what is there to debunk?
Well, there's nothing there to debunk because what I'm saying is this: if your aim, if you're talking about getting people together, women are calling, women who look like they need to call somebody to get a man. If you're calling this man for saying that you want some bang like a guy with a whole lot of money, then you're gonna get bang results. I'm saying that a lot of guys got a problem with that because the women that they like don't like them. See,
That's not true. That's not true.
If you get with the woman you like, right? You should decide the woman you like, but you gotta make sure she's like you too. And the problem is a lot of guys who, because if the guys were happily like DJ Envy, him and his wife been together since 15.
Really, bro?
She don't need Kevin Samuels. He don't need Kevin Samuels. You dig what I'm saying? A married person don't need Kevin Samuels' advice. Why? Because they already married.
I don't need his advice.
So a lot of guys,
you ain't it. You know where in love. You know where in life. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Yes, I am, bro. Yes, I am, bro.
I keep that 100.
Unlike you, I'm making. Unlike you, I'm making money.
You don't know me
bro,
to be sitting up there throwing that out there.
Bro,
you don't know what my bank account looks like.
Bro.
Like I said, you don't know me to sit up here and talk about my bank account.
Why don't you shut up and let me talk? Because you don't even know me. Dude, here's the thing, I ain't have no trouble getting women. I dated outside my race before, and then after that I did have a black woman, but she moved away, and frankly I was heartbroken, but I know the next one will come. And you see these Kevin Samuels guys, all they do is they argue about women all day, but yet it's those women who are risking their lives, and that is caping for black men, and they don't get nothing in return but insults going their way and stuff like that. So what you expect them to do, you do not respect them when they go out and march for you and ask to stop and ask for cops to stop.
Nobody told them to do that.
Hold up now.
You're not a man. Nobody told you to do that.
Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. These women are on the front line for the liberation of black men and black women, but nobody told them to do that.
Liberation for themselves, not liberation for black men. That's a cap.
No, because they were marching for George Floyd, dummy, and they were also marching for what's that other black dude that was killed in Georgia? I forgot.
Oh yeah, I forgot him. Yeah.
Oh, Yeah.
Yeah,
I know you're talking
but they were but they were marching for him. So if they don't get that respect in return, and you know something, that was this 15-year-old girl that died at the hands of the police officer. And number one, weren't there? Why did the older women came and wanted to find her in the first dang place? When the cop killed her, everybody was with the woman in the pink. I'm like, what the heck, bro? I see why black women are going to the white man and other races now. Because they don't get respect.
They the ones that
Why?
put they selves right there. Nobody put them there but they self.
Dude, I
Prove me
actually saw
wrong.
a video.
Prove me wrong.
King Jude, I got a question. I got a question for you.
Prove me wrong.
It's just one question. If black men don't get respect, well, I take it back. Black women get a kind of automatic respect from the white man because they have a reason to be here. When are we
Why?
as men?
Hold
why?
that. Why?
Why?
because
Even
Hold
if
on, dude.
I got
Dude. Go ahead, man.
okay. The reason why they get an automatic respect, it may just be to get to the black man.
Exactly.
Now, again, with that, the system or the overarching system uses women to get to men. They in order to get something sold, they sell it to the woman first. In order for a man to spend money, a woman has got to be involved. And since we live in a capitalistic society, 80% or more of the spending is influenced by women. So, in order to get your money, they use your woman. But they still don't respect you. I'm saying, if he's going to get, if guys would stop watching and put that time into getting military minded and get ready to stand on something because your woman is looking at you to respect you. Right now we have sold our freedom to this white dude. We sold it. And we ain't got nothing for ourselves. Kevin Samuels ain't got nothing to do with that. But that's not Kevin Samuels' message. I'm saying that, bro, don't try to separate the people and say these guys are better than these guys. We need everybody. Because if the shit go down, if the Proud Boys go out there and start, doing what they do, the so-called the corporate dudes ain't gonna pick up nothing and defend nothing.
Nope.
They're gonna look to the po dudes to defend them.
But he didn't
And that woman gonna see that
content, man.
So what now?
See, you looking for him to do something like that, but he already told you that's not what his content is about.
I know it ain't.
We got enough of those. And you know what's funny? Them same brothers that do that content, they give praise to Kevin.
Well, they give praise to who? They give
Kevin.
praise to Kevin because again, they suffer from the same thing. The woman that they want, don't want them. And so it's the woman that they want, don't want them. Then all of a sudden now, what Kevin's saying is church, because again, it's funny. Every animal of nature does a mating ritual, does the mating thing. You got peacocking, you got the mames on the line and stuff like that. For some odd reason, black men with money feel as though they exempt for something. They just put the money down and the women just show up. No, you still got to go through the same song and dance. It's just, again, if a woman want what she want, like you may not want a fat woman. It's your prerogative to not want a fat woman. But it's so elementary to me is that, the lack of situational awareness and a person want what they want. Now, if you want what you want and you stand on that, then don't be surprised about the results you get. I don't. Men and women don't worry about dying alone because you got to die anyway. You never make it out alive. So, my thing is, if your content, if you're talking about black men, if you're not about unification of black men, and you ain't talking about, if it's all about for women, because you don't talk to men about nothing except some money, because he get mad about men being human doings, but you know what I mean. You put them in the place to just only be human doings, not to be considered human beings. But anyway, if you ain't trying to unify us, man, what you talking about? If you ain't trying to unify us for, you know what I mean. If you try to get the women together for us, then those men need to be getting ready for the women. And what I'm saying that these men are getting ready for the women. So I've been on this thing 3 hours. Everybody in the last thoughts? In the last thoughts before I
Yeah.
before I go out.
I got one last thing.
Okay.
I want to say, when you answered my question on the title thing, you chose the world heavyweight title, right?
Right.
I would choose that too because yes, being WWE champion sounds fun and all, but that is sometimes when you get bored and you want something new. And right now, sooner or later, black women are going to get tired of being treated wrong. So they will go to other races, and I don't blame them. To me, I say date who you want, and let the best man, whether he's black, white, or any other race, be the best for the job, because it's I think it's better that way than to end up with Kevin Samuels, a man who listens to red pill content. Because as of right now, do you know the mayor in Rochester, New York? Her husband went to jail for selling drugs and stuff like that. This could ruin her. And yet Kevin Samuels are saying these are the men that women should get. But they already see what could happen. They're about to see what could happen to them when they take Kevin Samuels' advice.
All right. Anybody else?
I'm gonna say this last thing. Everything is about accountability. Everything is about self-examination and being aware of what's going on before pointing out everything that's on the outside of you. If you don't fix the inside and your situation, can't talk about women and all that. That's just running from the responsibility that you have and the things that you have to get over. It's not about caping for women. It's not about any of that stuff. It's not about any of that. It's about you as an individual man. That's all I have to say.
All right, King of Judah. King Judah.
No, I got two of them. For one, Alexander. You said that her husband ruined her career. She knew about it. Now, Brother Ray, again, you are OG. You know, Mayor Comey, his niece, and White Boy Rick, Detroit, Michigan. Do you not remember that, brother?
No, I do not.
You never heard of White Boy Rick?
Nope.
Damn. Wow. You never seen that movie, White Boy Rick, that was in the movie theaters?
No, I don't know who that is.
Okay. All right, fine. But anywho, she knew about that. she ruined her own career. She knew about that because
No, she
you the mayor.
didn't, bro.
You the
No, she
mayor of a
didn't.
city. How do
Hello?
you not know about any crime or activity going around in your city?
Well, keep
Whatever.
going.
Anywho, back to the other dude. I get that, what you saying, self-awareness. That's the thing. Y'all don't know if we self-awareness or not. You just assuming that because we agree what he say by the dozens, hell, by the damn near by the millions. And it's not just men, it's women too that's agreeing with him. Y'all the only ones that seem to have a disagreement with him, but the women has an agreement with them too. Even younger women.
Not a lot, bro. Not a lot of them.
Nah, the numbers don't lie.
No, not a lot of them because
Numbers
a
don't
lot
lie.
of the invested channels I seen, they don't
Numbers
agree
don't
with
lie.
them. And you know what?
Numbers
They
don't lie.
with other races of men, homie. So don't say I'm lying because
But who?
I know
Okay, and that's
what I
another
seen
thing.
on YouTube.
That's another thing. I'm glad you brought that point up. I'm glad you brought that point up because
Oh boy,
we
here we go.
are marrying outside of our race more than our women is. So your numbers is wrong. See, you bringing up facts and you don't know what you're talking about, bro. We
Well,
as black men marry outside of our race more than our race of women,
okay.
not them. So what you
Okay,
said
because
that
they're loyal
that anatomy
to
is off.
They do not
No,
know
they
what
not
is
they not
going on
loyal.
at work.
They're
Men
not
like
loyal to
you
you.
think.
They not loyal to you. They over there for the money, and that's it.
Bro, if you think like that, then maybe the black men
It's
and the
true.
black race
It's
are
true.
lost.
It's true
Well,
because they look at you as a provider in a different race category. It's above so-called a black man, so they look at you as being a higher provider because they shitting on the black man. So again, you don't know what you're talking about. Cap.
Dude, who is out here selling
It's
drugs,
status.
bro? Who is
It's
out here
status.
selling drugs on the street? Who's out here causing mayhem in gangs and stuff? Who's out
Single
here
mothers.
making single
Single
baby
mothers.
mothers?
Single mothers.
oh, and I see. I was,
Single mothers.
It's the black
I was.
man.
Single
It's
Yeah.
the
mothers.
dang black man.
Single
Stop your
mothers.
damn lying,
Single
bro.
mothers.
Hold
Let's
on.
keep
You
that to
said
the
single
bus. Single
mothers.
mothers.
You said single mothers.
And that ain't no damn lie. That's
now,
100.
now I just got one question. If it's single mothers, you don't become a mother by yourself. Where the fathers at? Why do
He probably ran them off again. You are talking the same numbers in the marriage lines is in the same as in the relationship lines. 80% in the relationship, hell, probably more in the relationship, probably 100%. The issue 9 times out of 10 is going to be the woman, not
I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to ask a question again. Where are the fathers? Because if the fathers is in the child's life, then
what makes you think men don't want to be in their children's life?
Well, because he's not around.
Bro, oh my God. Again, you 40 years old spitting this nonsense, man. You 40 plus.
Bro,
you know
I'm saying
well that's not true.
Bro, in every
bro.
In every matter, I'm gonna give you an anecdotal story.
God,
I'm gonna give you an anecdotal story. In foster care in Tennessee, right? The main ones who don't go to a family are the teenagers between 13 and 17.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used to call the fathers because once the mothers done had it with them, they come to me, and now guess what? I got to call the fathers.
So now, you have the father's contact information.
Yes,
he's not in the children's life, but you have the dad's. If you see how
listen now, because I'm getting the kid to the I'm getting the kid to the father. If these kids are on child support, then yes, you got their number. No. You got the number. If the parents done, if the mama done had enough of them, get them out of my house. I don't want them in my house, so they come to me. And so I got to call the father and say, hey, got old Junior down here, so we're gonna let the child support order. So when are you going to come get them? We can just sign them full custody over to you. More times than not. This is the wickedest shit I ever heard in my life. The man will say, I got to talk it over my wife. That's the wickedest shit ever.
That's even worse. That's even worse. He found another chick to marry, but not his mom.
That's the wickedest shit ever. Now, some of them were in jail. Some of the men were in jail.
Proves the point.
But you know, you don't go make a baby and then do something stupid to go to jail either. A lot of times, either I heard either the guy was in jail, or the guy wife said no, or the father wasn't even in a financial situation, even take care of his own child, and he wasn't on child support for damn. So
you made a valid point. I like that point that you made about the he married. He said he got to ask his wife.
He got to ask his wife.
Right. So piggyback that off too. Let's jump back to the other side of the fence. Why he didn't marry his baby mama?
Well, again, he could have been married to her, or they could have been young. Because a lot of times, these look at the age of the mama was 16 when she had them. And so now she was 16. Fault, right? If she was 16 or she was 18, you know what I mean? Or just a young mother, and now she can't do nothing with this big ass dude. Now it's time to go to her daddy. Man, I said, man, I got to talk to my wife. Well, no, my wife said no, because she has a daughter, and she don't want him coming over, and the daughter may do this, that, and the third. I got that a lot of times. So to say, well, single mothers, to have a blanket statement like single mothers as if they didn't become mothers without no fathers, that's being disingenuous.
Do they have the choice or do not have the choice to have that child?
Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna say it like this. Now let me get this straight. You said she had a choice to have a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen situations to where dude wanted to keep the child. Dude wanted the baby. She gave it up for adoption. So
and that proves the point again to where we need to be pointing fingers at.
Now that's but there was a white dude, so there was a white guy.
Even more point finger. I mean,
now if we're gonna say it's all on single mothers and they didn't become single mothers by themselves,
they did.
Then I would say, because a lot of times, you know, these mothers be free and clear. No babies, no nothing. This joker come along, all good, have a baby. The relationship don't pan out, and now she's stuck.
They don't even get to know them long enough to even do that. That's
well, because you're assuming. Matter of fact, you're assuming too much about if they don't know, if the man don't know enough about the woman, but he still raw dog the chick. Is that what you're saying?
She has the option to say no. She control her legs, don't she?
Well, she can close the leg, and he can keep his dick in his pants too. Yes.
Thank you, Brother Ray. Thank you for saying that.
And so if it's a one, and that's why here's what high value male truly means. High value male places himself and his principles above pussy, because pussy has cost man a lots of money. Empires have fallen because of pussy. So if you can place yourself above the lust of pussy, you're a high value male. Now again, you said single mothers, and these single mothers ain't come by themselves. And I know dudes with 11 kids. I know dude with 6 kids. Ain't married now one is baby mama.
Man.
But now you know, as a man, you know that you got 4 kids. Then you know you got 5 kids. Now you know you got 6 kids. You know this. You may have told the gal, since you live by yourself, you ain't got no kids. And she believed you. Cause that's game 2 now.
All day.
See, that's game 2. So when you say being a single mother, you got to put all this in context. Because some of these dudes be having babies at 14 and 15. They ain't got a pot to piss in nowhere and throw it out of. And so y'all got this old kid love, but she stuck with the baby. You going on about your business. So
And what kind of household that come out of?
they come out of their household.
Mm-mm.
They come out of their household.
What's the majority number that come out of that household?
It depends. It depends.
Man,
I know.
Stop playing. You too
I know
old to be playing these games.
Bro,
you are not getting. You have a philosophy
not
where you want to
playing
dance
games,
around. I'm
bro.
not
bro.
done, bro.
Here's what you're doing. You say
Chill
what
out,
you're
bro.
saying is what you're really saying is you're saying that black women really ain't shit and they stupid. That's what you're really saying. And so if you're saying this, then I would suggest to you, if they dumb and stupid, don't fuck with them. Don't talk about them. Go deal with the white woman that you worship and watch how she
What's
do.
with white women?
Bro, if you don't wait, if you don't worship white women, but you say black women ain't to be trusted, ain't worth a damn.
They all ain't meant to be trusted, but the main ones is them 2 motherfuckers right there.
No, bro, you said single mothers. You said, and I'm saying, well, it's a breakdown. Matter of fact, it's a breakdown in the family.
They come out of single mother homes. Them type of issues come out of them households. And
Bro,
I
they
know.
can come out of
You come from the hood. You from the hood?
Yes, sir.
So why? This is what I'm saying. Why is we playing this game like you don't know? You say you in Memphis?
Yes, sir.
Tennessee?
Yes,
you
sir.
in Memphis, Tennessee,
All day
right?
and tomorrow. All day and
All
tomorrow.
right. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right. So
Yes, sir.
you already know. It
Bro.
comes out of what household more?
Bro, it started off as 2 people. It started off as 2 people because the man got one thing on his mind and the female got one thing on her mind. The man got sex, the female got a relationship. And so a lot of time these dudes want to knock these chicks up to keep them. I seen that plenty of times. A lot of times, and sometimes the women lie about being on birth control to lock down the dude. But a lot of times it's a don't need a man. I can do it by myself. You got those too. I've been approached a few times about having sex with women and having sex with some lesbians so they can have a baby.
Oh man.
I've been approached like that a few times. I'm not going like that.
You're not the only one.
So it's a plethora of instances. Matter of fact, speaking of single mothers, I know fathers that just died. They're just up and died, like had a heart attack and died, had diabetes and died. So a lot of reasons can go into a woman being a single mother. That's all I'm saying. And so
you're not mixing widows in that. Do not include widows.
Okay. We're not going to include the widows, but the widows have, kids who do violent things.
It don't fit the equation.
Okay, so if we're gonna really do it, and there's a lot of times most young boys get in trouble by watching their mama struggle, and they don't like seeing mama struggle.
Why?
Why they don't want to see their mama struggle?
Exactly. Yes. Why? Why is that? Why is their mother struggling in the first place?
Well, your mother is struggling because she don't want to put the man on child support.
No, she's struggling because She should never made the mistake of having kids before her
Well,
prom
again,
and not having without
Well-
having a legacy, having something built. You cannot sit up there and say that because
But
again,
that goes for the men
you can
too.
hey, you sit on timeout. I'm not talking to you. Back to you, bro.
what's up?
Brother
No.
Racy, I believe that we going to be extinct in the
No,
near
bro.
future
It's my
because of men like him,
it's
bro.
my nuts. It's my nuts that's hanging right now because I don't like how you keep on coming and interfering and talking nonsense. You don't have no absolute what you talking about. You speaking utter nonsense.
You and Kevin Samuels don't know what y'all talking
Tell
about
you that
neither.
now,
Hey,
man.
come on.
Sit on- sit
Hey,
on,
now,
man.
come
Sit
on,
on
finish
sideline,
your
man.
point. Finish your point. Finish your point.
Now, when you have the situation with single mothers, they still have the option not to open their legs. You talk about a man having his dick out. That don't mean you gotta drop your drawers.
Well, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Uh,
I'm just
so-
going.
so
Let's be men
it's
here.
always going the circle is going to always end up back to the woman. You saying
Let's
it's going to lead back to that. It's going to lead back to all that shit is going to lead back to the woman. It's not going to lead back to the male.
let's be men now. Let's be men. So this man is talking about a relationship with this girl. You mean to tell me, because Kevin Samuel said it, women control sex, men control relationships. He said it out of his own mouth. If that's the case,
That's a fact.
she's talking to this man. He is talking to her for sex. She is talking to him for a relationship. Depending on the age is depending on their level of understanding and what this man is saying got his mouth. Because if she's saying, well, no, I don't want to, no, you ain't gonna commit to me, so no, I don't want to have sex on this with my boyfriend. You don't want my boyfriend ain't gonna have sex with you. It happens. The dude gonna say whatever he gonna say to get the draws. And so
Is that not on her? Is that not on her?
Now it's on both of them.
No.
Now if it okay, let's say,
and if it was my daughter, she wouldn't even be in that type of situation.
The thing is, you don't know that. You don't know what's smooth. You don't know what's smooth talking dude. Especially if you're listening to me, you don't know what smooth talking dude. What he putting in her ear. What she's saying with this man.
It ain't happening. We walk by the laws of the Most High, so that ain't happening. If I had a daughter, I guarantee that wouldn't happen. 100%.
If she like that man, if she like that kid,
and
if she like him, she going.
If it ain't for the Lord, because we living in a time, we living in that time. So if it ain't for the Lord, she ain't gonna walk with it. She gonna recognize what you want. If you don't have this game that Papa teaching you, you can't walk. You ain't gonna be able to walk. You ain't gonna be able to walk on water. You're gonna fall to the bottom.
Just what you're just saying. You said, well, the woman that she marries is gonna stay with her forever. That's what you're saying.
No, I ain't.
And that's not the case.
Run that
what you're
back.
saying is that because again, a lot of individuals have been mistaught by the Bible, and which is fine. They're taught that no sex before marriage is for men and women, and that's not the case. So what you're saying is, if you're living by the Most High rule, the Most High, and all this here, I've heard some things about the Israelites to where I'm like, well, I don't really think going somewhere and having sex with 12-year-olds ain't really the thing to do. But that's not. But it may not be you. It may not be your. It may not be your faction. They may not be your faction.
You talking about GMS.
That's not your faction. That's not ISUPK. That's not
exactly what you're talking about.
Israel and Christ
is not on that.
No. I know they're not. I know they got the Israel's United Through Christ in Memphis, Tennessee. They're not on that. So there's a lot of factions that's not on that. But if you're saying, well, I'm gonna raise her in the most high with the most high, well, that means if you're gonna do it all the way like that, I don't know if you're gonna do it the Pastor Dow way where you're gonna have a homestead and you keep on the homestead and somebody else come on the homestead and they meet together and get up and get married and things of that nature. But if it's just some plain old willy-nilly, like going to school and something like that, and you're banking on her not liking gay boy. That's what you're banking on her not being crazy about a young man.
No, what I'm banking on is the fact of like what it's supposed to be. You saying of law, you say Hebrew Israelite certain things. So do you know the fact of this? If my daughter was to have sex with a man, she's considered married to that man. Sex is marriage.
Wait a minute. So I thought it was if sex is marriage, and nobody can put a definitive time limit on marriage. Well, then that's still you can still have
the anatomy of that, because even this is a royal tradition with that situation, because two virgins get together. It was never about a ring. It was when two virgins get together and they consummate and they have children and build a family. That's what it was about. That was considered marriage. So again, y'all missing it. It's history repeats itself. The understanding of one key, one lock. Huh? Do you not understand what that concept means? That's what that concept means.
You got
one key, one lock. One key, one lock. So what I'm saying is the fact of my daughter will know if she participates in something like that, she is married to that man. So I'm telling you now, you're gonna try to walk on water. You're gonna try to walk on water, and you're gonna go to the bottom.
Is the man married to? She's married to that man, but is the man married to your daughter?
Hey, that's his fault. And that's how she's not gonna make that. She's not gonna make that. See, she's not gonna make that mistake.
see, that's the thing. It's you know what? It's kind of like a person who get a job. Before you get the job, you go talking about all this stuff. Yeah, I can just go to work on time. I'll be here every day. I don't call out. You could depend on me. And then a year into the job, you complaining about you don't want to feel like coming to work. So you don't. The thing is, you don't. The thing is, until he can play the role until he get what he want. After he get what he want, he can get on down. He don't owe your daughter nothing.
Well, shit.
Huh?
Like I said, that will be based on my daughter. Like I said,
right.
It will be based on my daughter, the female. Yes, exactly.
It's all on your daughter. However, if he raw dogs, because they sell condoms,
that's what I'm saying. Sex in general, it really don't matter. Anything that consists to sex is considered marriage.
Well, in
condom, bear, don't care.
Hey. But if you pulling out with the condom on, you won't bring no babies in. So you can start having you can start having sex when you 13 years old. But you don't want a pregnant 13-year-old daughter, do you? Of course you don't.
So you in the South. Let me run this by you. So you in the South. So you know the whole little thing with the sheriff and the sheriff's daughter, and then she have sex, and the sheriff find his daughter having sex. What do? He put the shotgun to him and tell him what? You finna marry her right here, right? Because she was a virgin.
Right.
But
again, again, this is
what I'm saying, man. You 40 plus.
It's all about that was about shame. I remember I used to get in a whole lot of trouble. I was constantly getting locked up back in the day. When I was 12, 13, and 14, getting locked up with murderers and robbers and stuff like that. I was constantly getting that. But then folks were looking down on me and down on me, even the chicks. And then once I see a chick with a baby bump and she's 16, I start pointing and laughing. Bitch, how you gonna talk this shit about me? You fucked around and raw dog and got a goddamn baby. But now, But now you fast forward now they have the gender reveal, baby showers and stuff like that. So the shame of it is not there no more. Well, you shouldn't be saying, well, baby, anyway, things happen, and they're just, being 16 and pregnant, just a social construct of the society that we in. There's nothing wrong with it, because you want to help the baby. You damn sure don't want to be 80, 40 and pregnant with a kid, because you'll lose a kid. So it's a shame of her having sex, and they consider that to be a very, very bad thing. And I'm saying that the single mother thing is not the reason why the hood is how it is. It's just the men that they look up to do the bullshit. That's
they
it.
are the leaders of the community. So look, again, you 40 plus.
To my men?
OG.
No.
I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about women. Women are the leader of the community right now, not men.
They're not the leaders of the community, bro.
Women are the one. What? Not
women. What? Listen, the only community is led by women. The only community that's led by women is like you said, is a black community. And you wonder why we are where we are, because men don't want the responsibility of the community. That's why. The men, once they get money, they leave the community and feel like they're somebody because they move around white folks. Black men getting their validation from white folks. And you wonder why things messed up. When I hear the black community, I'm around successful black people all the time. They married and everything. They live in $100,000 houses. And there's single mothers that live in $100,000 by themselves too. So it's a lack. Go ahead.
Brother Ray, have you ever heard of the honest truth, bro?
What's that?
The honest truth actually, points the same things that you do, but he does it in pure D Savage mode, bro. I mean, I would love if you were to come there, because I think the poor black man even subscribed to him. The honest truth is starting to give brothers who actually see the stuff that's going on in the black community, and you're one of them, and so is Black Wolverine. And he is also saying that the main reason why black men is at the bottom is just like you pointed out. The black men don't want the responsibility. And my father even said that too, because it makes no darn sense for. And you want to know something else, Brother Ray?
What's that?
I'm now hearing that biracial kids are in foster homes too now.
Yeah.
So it can't be the women, bro. It can't be the women that is doing this.
You're right.
It is the black men.
Are you kidding me right now? So you said biracial children is in the system because of black men?
Hold on. We gonna have to stop this conversation, man, because I'm gonna ready to go to bed. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. Thank y'all for showing up. This won't be the last time. I appreciate y'all for coming by. Thank y'all.
You're welcome, man.
All right.